I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in every one of you. Disappointed in every one of you.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it no more.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
Let me tell you why.
It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot.
You just killed a little fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. Yeah, because you got nothing.
Lobito! Got nothing.
I want to get out. I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA Boxing.
Alright, this is King Bucho. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the boxing debate arena. That's right. Open panel episode. It's gonna be a riot. It's gonna be chaotic. It's just gonna be fucking a shit show. But we'd like to spice it up from time to time over here, you know. So we will take that chance. Take that a great leap forward. I'm not making any sense. But guys, welcome to the show. Stephen Lawler is in the chat box. Bay Area Boxing Reborn. Netflix 99, Blue Collar Sports TV. Kale Sorland, the cokehead, he's in here. L Dog, yes, as L Dog was the donor of the month. So, like he said, everybody bow down to L Dog. By the way, you know what we're gonna do? Where's L Dog? Where's L Dog? Hold on, let me just fix this shit. Where's L Dog in the chat? There he is. You will become a moderator for the month of February. So there you have it. You have the power that Stu usually abuses. Everybody abuses that power. But hopefully you can do a good job with it, L-Dog. So the power is now yours. Barrier Boxing says, where is Mr. BDA? Mr. BDA is unavailable right now. He is on a mission, a Christian mission, to try and recall. So what the hell? Proud African has already been. He says Proud African says y'all using Wilder's name for clout again. Well, listen, Proud African, that may be true. But I was gonna say, Mr. BDA, he went. He's like on a crusade to reconquer Constantinople, aka Istanbul. So, but he'll be back. He's been doing the Second Renaissance episodes. So if you guys don't know what Second Renaissance is, it is our second channel. We don't talk boxing over there, but we do talk about anything and everything. Politics, paranormal, economics, you name it. Beara Boxing says, Tank Davis arrested. Really? For battering baby mama. Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, what a joke. Blue collar Del Boy says, El Dog dragged Proud African out there like Tank Davis. Man, I want to hear what Africa, Mama Africa, what's the Proud African has to say. There is something interesting. Lobito. All right, guys. All right, I see everybody there. All right, join. If you guys want to join in, this is an open show, so you just have to go to the BDA Discord and start talking. I'm already there. I'll just give you guys the link. There you go. So all you have to do is join the BDA Discord page, the main net. How do you call it? Chat room? Just join the chat room and start talking, man. Yeah, there's like a little phone icon. We did it once. Where the hell is Mark? Mark knows how to explain this shit. We tried it once. We had like 15 people at the same time. All right, I think we have Michael. Michael, you there?
I'm here. Hold on. There's like an echo. I just tested it out.
Ah, shit.
You hear me?
Yeah.
No, I just turned off the other one. I had the YouTube going.
Okay, so it's your end. Okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
my end. All right. Well, we got one. Let's break the record, people. I think the record was 15. We were counting with Mark. We had like a 15, 16 people. So let's break the record. Everybody, the link is in the description. Just join in. All right.
Yeah, I'll just be chilling. Hopefully more people come in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure more people will come in. We can talk about whatever you guys want. And by the way, Africa, Mama Africa guy, join, man. Join in. Let's have a discussion. Let's have a civilized discussion and see what you have to say. This is a friendly show. All right, Michael, what's on your mind? Anything you want to talk about?
All I've heard so far is just people talking about Tank. I think had to check into jail, something like that. That's all I've seen this morning.
I don't really give a shit, man. That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
I don't care.
There's not much going on.
No. Well,
People
hey,
still
by the-
arguing about who's going to win about Fury and Tyson. That's like the oldest argument ever. But
Yeah, that's why I added Wilder on the title, because I know it's gonna get some views. But to be honest, I'm kind of tired talking about it. I'm really fucking. I already said what I had to say. Fury's gonna knock him out, but we'll have to wait and see. We're certainly gonna talk about it before the fight. Sorry, a few days before the fight. But right now, listen. There's 16 days to go. Let's talk about something else. Oh, by the way,
shoot.
So Terran Farmer lost, right? And I was never really impressed with Terran Farmer. That guy had zero power. Okay, he looked elusive against bombs, right? But as soon as he stepped it up, he lost again. So I'm not surprised that he lost. And it was just funny how the Zone not the Zone, Matchroom Boxing was trying to promote these guys. He was the next best thing, and he should fight Tank Davis, which I wouldn't have mind that fight, but because let's be honest, Tank Davis hasn't fought anybody. It would have been an interesting fight, but still, I wasn't really looking forward to that fight because I had, in my opinion, Tank Davis would have knocked him out. But anyways, the Terran Farmer, what is it, hype train? It's pretty much over now. I don't know what you guys think.
I've never really saw much in that guy. I just never got the hype myself. I didn't get it.
Yeah, me neither. It was just pure hype from Matchroom Boxing. But he's now gone. He's gone. L-Dog says Hergovich slander equals ban. Oh, man. See, you gotta be careful with the power, man. The power of the wrench. Power corrupts, man. You gotta understand this. All right. Johnny Boy, you wanted to join? Man, just go to the BDA chat. You know which one I'm talking about. And then I think you have to click. If you're on your phone, I think you just click on the on the
I'm
phone
on my phone
icon.
right now. Yeah, you just go to the left side, and there's the chat, and then there's the chat, the voice chat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna post the link again in the chat. Open panel, basically, so anybody can join, or you can call in. The phone lines are open, but listen, you don't have to call in because just get Discord and join the chat. But if you feel like calling
And then like
in,
with Discord, Bucho, you could it's kind of easier with Hangouts or than Hangouts because you could kind of pick who you want to talk and who you don't, right? Something like that. Or it's not. You haven't
I
done that
think
yet.
so. I don't know. It sounds better. That's for sure, man.
It
Hangouts.
does sound
Remember, we
better,
had all
yeah.
these fucking issues, man. We had delays, and it was pretty bad. Brandon White says,
Yeah, I
"How
heard there's
much?"
like a waiting room. You could create a waiting room, and then that's like if you have a bunch of people, and then you can drag them into like the main one that you'll hear on YouTube.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Yeah, I've seen people do that. I don't know how they do it, but
Yeah, I'll look into it. I really don't know how to do that. In the chat, Brandon White says, "How much do you have on Fury executing Wilder?" Listen, I rarely bet. I'm gonna bet on this fight, but listen, I'm not gonna bet a crazy amount because it's boxing, man. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't trust the referees. And you never know what can happen in the fight, right? The Fury gets a little bit staggered or trips or something, and the referee jumps in and stops it. I mean, anything's possible. I've watched the sport long enough. By the way,
that's
Johnny
what I was
Boy,
thinking.
man, Johnny Boy can get in, man. Can you help him out?
I'm gonna go to the chat. Let me see what's going on.
Yeah.
If he's
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna put a bet, but a small bet. I'm not like corruption in boxing. I mean, this guy, he bets a lot of money from from what he's told us. I'm not gonna do that in this fight, but in any fight, actually. To be honest, gambling is a sin. All right, I'm sending some links over here. All right. It sends me to Discord. Well, yeah, Johnny Boy in the group, man. Okay. Talk to Jesus Christ, Michael Durden in the chat. He's right there. He'll guide you. Just follow the light. In the meantime, let me just read some comments. Let's see what people are saying. Guys, we can talk about whatever you guys want. Open debate show. Saint Brit says Umar has his head slumped in curry, absolutely devastated. My God. Saint Brit says gambling worked a treat for me this past weekend. Who'd you bet on? All right. All right. We're still trying to get people in here. Sorry about that, guys. T Love says John Jones versus Reyes. Who y'all got? I don't really follow UFC that much, but I wouldn't bet against John Jones, I guess. I don't know who this Reyes guy is, but John Jones, he's the shit, man. St. Brit says soccer accumulator, Bucho. Which games?
I don't know how this fucking thing's working here.
no, Johnny's in. You're in, dude.
I know I'm in, but it's still not like letting me pull up the page on the Discord, though. It's just got this little fucking thing on in the corner over here. It says voice channel.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, you can't. We
So
can't
what
have the
happened-
page thing now.
Oh, how come?
But the thing, well, because we're in the group chat thing. But the thing is, now the difference is that we can fit in here like an unlimited amount of people, not only 8 or 9. So yeah, we're trying to go for a record. The record was 15, I believe. I was doing it with Mark once. We got 15 people in here at the same time. So that's what we're gonna try to go for, another record. Recognize. Just go to the main chat, and Michael will guide you. I guess.
Yeah,
It's kind of easy. You'll find it, dude.
Y'all hit the like, bro. We got 56 people in here, 24 likes. Get the fucking likes up, you cocks. And T loves my man in the chat, bro. So don't nobody fuck with him. That's my boy. We grew up together.
Hey, let's get Bruce Bain in here. That motherfucker.
Yeah, we gotta get this fight lined up anyway.
Yeah, what's the deal though? I don't even know what's going on, man.
He's a fucking. He's a fucking YouTube troll, bro. He got my fucking response. That's all. Enough said.
Well, the fight? Where is it gonna get? Wait, isn't he in Detroit or something?
I don't give a fuck. He can come out here though. Give
Mhm.
a fuck where he's at. I ain't going nowhere. He can come see me though.
I think we have recognized him. He recognized, are you there?
Yeah, I finally figured this thing out.
Perfect.
To this day.
Well, listen,
day.
we're going for a record here. We want to get 15 or more people in here. So, guys, go to the BDA Discord and you can immediately join the chat. Talk some boxing.
Get them likes up, fuckers. We got 60 people watching and 28 likes. Get it up.
My God, people, come on.
Yeah. Come on.
We've
Come on.
been
Quit scratching
fighting
your
for this.
fucking pecker and hit the like button, for Christ's sake.
We've been fighting for this, man.
You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day.
Come on.
I said a no.
He sounds better when he talks fast.
I know.
Not only hit the like, but come join the Discord.
I see Dead Game in the chat. Dead Game, join the chat. Just go to
Dead
the BDA
Game.
Discord.
That
Let's get him in here.
I like that game.
By the way, I was H Money. I was watching his channel. He was breaking down like a basketball game, the Pacers against I don't remember who. And I told him, listen, join the show, man. Come to the show. He's like, oh man, I have a busy schedule or something. I was like, all right, man. I'm not even joking, man. So hopefully he can join us. That game, what's up?
What's up? Can y'all hear me?
Yep. Welcome.
That game, what's up, man?
Oh man, holding it down, man. Grinding, bro. Working.
All right.
Good man. Good man.
Work.
Hard worker. We respect that over here.
I helped make 15 the last time, so I said let's do it again.
All right. Thank you for
right.
helping us out then. Listen, anything you want to talk about? Any topics?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Dead game, me?
Yeah.
I want to talk about an interview I seen with David Hay and Tyson Fury ex-trainer Ben Davison. They had an excellent little breakdown of the fight. Did you guys see it?
Nah.
No.
I ain't see it. So what was said?
Oh man, Davison, man, he can break down a fight in a technical way. The little small nuances the guys do, he breaks that down, man. It was pretty awesome, man. I think it was on BT Sports, but it was David Hay and Ben Davison just breaking down the fight, man. It was awesome, bro. Y'all need to check it out.
All right, I'll check it out. It's on BT,
Yeah.
right?
BT Sports. I mean, he broke down the little twitches Tyson Fury do. He broke down the way Deontay Wilder bounced, the way he broke it down awesome, bro. The dude is pretty swift.
You know, I watched that fight again, and I think Fury has to be careful, Bucho, about certain things. Wilder was missing by inches, like just real small inches. But he's missing a lot. If one of those catch him when he's going back, that's not good, bro.
True.
That's not a good look for Fury. Even though I'm still going with Fury because I think he's the better boxer, but he can end that shit with one punch. He could have did it several times in that fight.
Yeah.
My fault. Recognize. I mean,
No, go ahead, Johnny boy.
No, yeah, that's my bad. I thought you was. That's my fault. But now my man in the chat my man T Love in the chat wants to know who's we got on Gary Russell fighting that fucking Asian kid.
I don't know who this Asian guy is.
I don't even know that. I don't even know the Asian kid. So I'm going with Gary Russell.
I was like this fight. I was like this fight soft as fuck. And then Mark showed me the fucking the Asian kid's highlights, and man, dude's got some fucking hands, bro. He's fast as hell, like Gary Russell, bro. Like that might be a good little scrap right there.
Yeah, it's always these guys you never know. You know, you don't hear about, and being that Gary Russell is so inactive,
yeah,
he can always get out hustled in a fight. I mean, that could just show up one day.
Yeah,
you know, by a guy who is kind of like a journeyman and going there and fucking
inactive and disinterested. in the sport almost. Like you could say that the guy doesn't give a shit. He likes fighting once a year. So what does that tell you? He's not really in it to win.
He's, I've heard him, or I've heard other people speak about him in terms of like investments and stuff like that. The money he's making outside of boxing. It seems like he's good. That's probably the problem. That's maybe the problem there, because boxing is a hunger sport. You either do it because you need money and you love it, or you do it because you love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you love boxing. Financially, you're okay, but the most important, like Pacquiao, right? Pacquiao probably needs some money, but really, he's financially okay. He's fine. He does it because he knows how to do it, and he loves boxing. You know what I'm saying? So he loves to do this shit. This is something that he's really good at, and he loves it still at the same time.
Yeah.
Russell looks like he's disinterested.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he's doing well outside.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's not bad. Russell is not bad at all.
And actually, he's one of my. I like his boxing style. He has speed. He can crack, but it doesn't seem like he wants any legacy to create a legacy. He just wants to get paid, and like you said, he probably is doing good investments outside the sport.
That'll change you. Yeah. That'll change you as that could change you the outside investments and then the money he's making.
Yeah, it's a shame because I like watching the fucking dude fight. Like Boots just said, I like his style. Buddy's got hands. He's fast as fuck. He's a lefty. Like, he's he's entertaining. He's fun to watch, bro. But he just don't fight nobody, and not very often.
Yeah, he fights once a year. I mean, that can't be good for him. You know what I'm saying? Fighting once a year.
Hell no.
Yeah,
that's not good for anybody. And I don't know how old that guy.
A man has to sharpen up his tools, always. You got to constantly be sharpening up your tool.
Yeah. By the way, just to remind people, anybody can join the panel today. So just click the Discord link, and then you can join the panel. We need to break the record over here. 15 people was the record last time. So let's break it.
Be careful with what you say, man.
I know.
Fucking 40, you're going to have 40 people up in this motherfucker.
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be like a Royal Rumble. That's what I want. Yeah. Also, the phone lines are open, people. If you feel like calling in, you can also.
Damn, Vinny Mac. You should jump on, Vinny Mac.
Damn, Bucho, you're going to have fucking chaos going on in here. You're going to have 30 people in the panel and the fucking phones be open, bro. That's just going to be wild, dog.
Oh, we'll see. Maybe nobody will join.
It'll be a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I think I like it. I like how this is going.
Okay, we also have El Dog. I don't know if you're there. El Dog is the January donor of the month, so he's the January winner. Let me just post. There you go.
Dog, speak.
Hey yo,
thanks,
salute to all my kings in the BDA. I appreciate my brothers, and salute to all the kings and the queens in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. We got the king coming back February 23rd. Is what it is, man. Tyson Fury can knock Spark out, man. That's what it is, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Salute to Box, man. The Kang's up in here. Yeah, man. That's what it is, Butcho. Take it away, man.
Yeah, tell him he gonna knock that fucking honky out, L dog. You already know.
Hey, that was a bullshit ass long count, man. And he lucky to be alive, man. But coming February 23rd, it's decapitation season, man. Bomb Squad, you know what it is, man. To this day.
Wow, man. He's selling the fight over here, man. Now I'm getting hyped up.
You'll kill that cracker.
Man, you know what it is, man. It's the face of boxing, man. Everyone want to see Deontay, Thanos, Wilder, man. He knocked out the boogeyman, Luis Ortiz.
He called him Thanos.
Oh, man.
You'll kill that fucking cracker. But,
people who say that Wilder has been improving, I think he did better in the first fight against Ortiz in the second one. I know he obviously knocked more, but he was just losing so many rounds clearly.
Is Wilder is not getting better. What Wilder is doing, he's understanding what he does better. So he just stalks you like a stalker. He does nothing. He waits for you to make up make a little false move, and he knocks you out. That's why I give him credit. I give him credit for his radar. Like, okay, now, all right, now I see that you're slowing down. here's the 1-2. Just a simple little 1-2, feint 1-2, bangs him, and that's it. You know.
I mean, losing rounds is never a good plan, though, right?
Hit with
What
a
else can you
shot,
do?
and that's it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's true. What else?
Because
Yeah.
Tyson, remember, and I think Wilder's gonna fight different. He knows he just can't sit there and get punched by a guy who's 250 pounds and 6'9", right? So I don't think that's gonna happen. But what it does is puts him in a, you know, it could put him in a bad situation. Like, he's rusty. He's throwing punches and he's missing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he's not. Because he. That could always happen. But the thing about Wilder's a gambler. Wilder's a guy who carries a big gun, and he gambles on that. And he's like, "Look, my big gun I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna eventually hit you with a bullet, and I'm gonna win." That's his thing, and he's gotten away with it so far.
Hey, I completely disagree, man. That second Ortiz fight, that was a masterclass, man. I saw Deontay Wilder beautifully setting up angles and dissecting Luis Ortiz, who is the boogeyman of the division, who Anthony Joshua bitch-ass ducked, man. Deontay Wilder, he's a sensational fighter, man. He's like Rigondeaux in there, man. His skills are just so
Rigondeaux's
fine
terrible.
that people
That's a
can't
bad
appreciate it.
That's a bad comparison. Rigondeaux is terrible.
He's fighting this weekend, I believe.
Man, we know
all
what
you
it is.
Rigondeaux
Lomachenko
fans.
bitch-ass ducked Rigondeaux for years.
Right, and
That's
then he
pretty
made him
bad.
quit.
No, but I was going back to Wilder. You mentioned something. Fuck. Damn it, look, you fucked that up, man.
How he was so inactive. How he's been so inactive in these rounds. I think, was you trying to talk about that? Like in these rounds against Ortiz, where he's like basically not doing anything.
Yeah. Now, let me just for this super chat here. T Love, thank you for the contribution. He says, "Let's get it up." All right. Thank you for the contribution.
What up, man? What you talking about?
First donor of February over here. So Wilder inactive. Listen, is there a possibility that Wilder obviously starts losing rounds again against Fury, but then all of a sudden he starts to panic? It's like, you know what? This right hand may never land, and then he's like, "Fuck! I really gotta do something." Opens up, and just gets even more punished and destroyed. Because this is my thing, though. I think that Fury's gonna really start punishing Wilder this time around. This isn't like, listen, Ortiz was winning rounds, but he wasn't really damaging Wilder, right?
Yeah.
But in this rematch, I do think he's gonna be punishing him, man. He's gonna be landing harder shots.
He has to, because that's what's going to... If he doesn't, he puts himself at risk of getting almost knocked out again. Because you see, the thing about Wilder, and I hate when people tell me this. It's like so stupid. It's like, yeah, but you got to fight smart when you're fighting him, so you don't want to stay around too long. It's like, you can't fucking chew gum and walk at the same time. You can't throw a fast punch with fucking power in it. Like, I'm listening to people. It's like, when you see Tyson Fury flickering the jab, that's because he's choosing to. He's a professional boxer. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
He could throw fast punches with some sting on it if he wanted to. All right, I see people do that in sparring every day. They're not even fucking close to Tyson Fury's level. All right, so he has to do that, because if not, he doesn't do that. He puts himself at risk every round, obviously, because Wilder is trying to throw bombs. He's conserving himself so that he could throw bombs in every round and eventually catch you, bro. And that's the situation. Fury can take care of that. Fury could hit him way more than he could hit Fury. We know that. We saw that in the first fight, right? The difference is the power. That's the difference. You got to make this dude. Feel your punches.
Can he? By the way, guys, Virtuoso, can you please mute your mic?
Yep, got it.
Thanks, man. All right. So, the hell is that sound? You're virtuoso. I can hear like you're in an office or something.
No, he's in the subway. What's
Sub-
you in the
No,
subway?
I'm in a deli.
Oh,
All
you're in
right.
Delhi. Okay.
Yeah. I'll take care of it right now.
All right. Well, we can hear everything, man. All right.
Virtuoso's in Inwood or Washington Heights right now.
Hey guys, I dropped that video with Ben Davison in the Discord chat.
Oh, I see
Okay.
it. Yeah, I'll watch it
All right, I'm
later.
gonna check it out.
Ben Davison.
So
Let's
that
be
game,
honest.
what do you think they have to? What do you think Wilder and Fury have to do different?
Oh man, I think with Wilder, I think he was missing a lot because his punches were kind of looping a little bit. I think he need to keep him a straighter, like he did with Ortiz. Keep him straight. I kind of disagree with a statement one of you guys made about Wilder.
Big.
If he's
Can you
getting-
mute your mic, man? Guys, if you're not gonna speak, please try to mute your
Darth
mics.
Vader, I'm about to Tank Davis chokeslam you out this damn chat if you don't shut up.
Yeah, exactly. What is that? All right, sorry. Go ahead, that game.
Yeah. What I was saying was his patience is gonna be good because that's his style. He's not coming out as wild anymore. He just need to keep him straight. And I disagree with what one of you guys said about Tyson on the back foot. That was how Tyson slipped a bunch of the punches. You guys need to watch that video I put up on Discord with Ben Davison explaining what was going on. I mean, Tyson is just a magnificent boxer, bro. It's amazing that he got dropped with pretty much almost every straight hand Wilder hit him with, but out of 12 rounds, the dude only hit him 3 times with the straight, to do damage. So, I mean, that says a lot for Tyson Fury. It's going to be a great fight, man. It's just, hey.
Can I add something to that game if you don't mind?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, like, bro, if he's he just needs to be on the outside jabbing him or all up in his chest, not at that fucking mid-distant range. That's where he's gonna get clipped at. And like I say, I watched the first fight a couple of times in the past few weeks here, man. And Wilder was, I mean, a lot of it was grazing. It wasn't landing, a lot of it wasn't flush, obviously, but he was getting hit a lot with Wilder's left too, bro. Like, it wasn't just this big right.
I saw that too, Johnny boy.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, my man T Love threw y'all a super chat too. That's what's up. But
you don't want to be getting hit by his left, setting up that fucking right, because this time around it might be he can't get up.
Yeah. I mean, because like I said this before, and I'll say it again real quick, as long as we talking about this for the fucking, I mean, I've done it on my channel too, but like, as long as we're talking about this for the fucking 500th time,
yeah.
To me, it's just a matter: does Fury make it to the finish line or not? If he does, he wins. Because I don't think there's going to be any fugazi shit on the scorecards, bro. Because that was the whole point of him going to ESPN, bro. So he's got some fucking political backing. Because Arum and them got his back, and not to mention they threw him a shit ton of money too. Like, so I don't think there'll be any hoe shit on the scorecards. It's just a matter of if he makes it to the finish line or not. To me.
Yep. That's the whole thing to this fight. The real breakdown to it is if Tyson Fury can make it to 12 rounds, not getting knocked out, not badly hurt or anything like that, he wins the fight on points because he's the better boxer. By the way, I think he'll beat in a boxing match. I think he'll do that to every heavyweight. So it's not a knock on Wilder. And Wilder has to beat him by knockout. And we've seen, at least for me, I seen both. I seen guys that, okay, look, I didn't think there was a long count. I don't believe in that conspiracy, but he was a half a second away from being knocked out. And maybe the next time, he could get up, but it's like at 12 seconds. You know what I'm saying? On the referee's count, not somebody sitting there fucking speeding up the clock. You know what I'm saying? No, it's going to be on the referee's clock and be like, hey, Tyson, you got up, but it was 12 seconds, bro. So the fight's over. And so to me, I seen both already happen. I already seen both situations. I seen Wilder get totally outboxed, and I saw Wilder almost knock him out. So it's a matter of, to me, either thing could happen in this fight. I think the key, Fury has to hit this dude with some shots that are going to accumulate and hurt. If not, Wilder's a stalker. His radar starts catching up to you, and boom, he goes for the kill, man. That's it. He goes, and he usually gets it. So that's
against bums.
He's gotta hit him with some shit that's gonna make him hesitant to throw, bro.
And Fury did it in the fight. He did it in certain times. I saw him do it, and he could 2-1 Wilder all the time. For every one punch Wilder hits him with, he could hit Wilder with 2.
And Fury has power. Listen, if he didn't have power, Wilder would have just fucking mauled him or something. You know what I mean? Like, went after. He was kind of hesitant. I mean, because those punches do hurt. Look at the size of fucking Tyson Fury, man.
Look at the size of Tyson Fury's hands. Have you ever seen his hands?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know I'm big on hands. Hands is an indicator. That's a big indicator you can hit somebody hard. You know what I'm saying? So Tyson Fury definitely has them.
Hands. That's
hands.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever see the size of Sonny Liston's hands, bro?
Oh boy. God damn, that shit was big too.
Them shits was huge, bro.
Yep. Now, big hands don't necessarily mean when you hit, you break everything. Because sometimes big hands break easy. You know, there's a lot that goes to it. Anybody with hands knows that. But you know, if you're pretty solid and it's pretty strong, yeah, you can hit hard. Tyson Fury can hit hard and get Wilder's attention. He needs to do that in this fight. And he does it, he wins.
Real quick, man. Are you forgetting the performance that Wilder had against Bermain Stavern, who was ducked by Vitaly Klitschko? He put on a masterclass in that first fight,
crazy,
man. He outboxed him 120
Hey, how come he couldn't
108.
knock out? Yeah, how come he couldn't knock out Stavern in that first fight?
I don't know.
Man, y'all are haters, man.
He was young. He was younger.
He was being cautious because Vlad had knocked him down in sparring not long before that.
That too. There was rumors of him getting beat up by the Klitschko's, Vladimir.
I wouldn't be surprised. Did you see that David Hay video? The sparring video? I mean, fucking David Hay was just landing over right hands that whole fucking time.
Yeah. I mean, but look, to Wilder's credit, he's not as wild anymore. Like, I'm not saying he's any better, but he's just not. He's more patient now, you know. And honestly, I don't know why the fuck he abandoned the style that he used against Bermain Stavern. He should have used that style. He should try to use it more.
I think he's fighting better boxers now, and by better, I just mean Ortiz and Fury, basically.
Don't forget about Dominic Brazil, Bucho. Oh, that was
yeah. But listen, you know what? Even Gerald Washington was winning rounds. So
I think Gerald Washington laid down the blueprint to beat him. Just doesn't have the boxing will, you know,
too static, too static. Like, you can't stand in front of Wilder though. You always gotta be moving. And
no, he wasn't standing in front of Wilder. He was fucking lining him up.
Yeah, but
right?
as soon as he did
lining them up, going in and out when he was out of position to punch. I'm like, it was pretty simple what he did.
But as soon as you just stand in front of Wilder and you let him like calculate like the distance and everything, he like, for example, when Ortiz, you look at how he got knocked out in the second fight. It was just an instant where he threw a right hand in slow motion because he's so slow and old, right? So
Ortiz walked into his put himself. He put it this way. Ortiz lined himself up.
Yes, exactly.
Go look at their foot, their front foot positioning. You'll see Wilder does something smart. He off the rope. He throws a jab. He throws that jab like a hook in order to put back in line. He puts his front foot right in Wilder's lead house. Like, he puts it right there. Wilder just, lets it go, hits him, knocks a piece of his wig off, and that's it. Fight's over.
Hey, recognize that is almost not word for word, but that was almost close to how Ben Davison said Wilder.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, you watch the fight when the opponent steps forward with that front foot, that right hand is coming.
That's it. And that's
what Ben Davison said. Y'all, I'm telling you, you guys, I put it in the Discord. Y'all check that out tonight, man. He broke the I got more respect for Ben Davison as a trainer just by checking him out just now, bro. And as after seeing how Ben Davison broke it down, I think it was a mistake for Tyson to switch trainers like that. Because Wilder didn't beat him. It was a draw. It was close, man. Why would you switch it up like that? I just don't understand that.
Ben Davison is the reason Tyson Fury didn't win the first fight. In my opinion.
Explain.
He gave stupid advice in the corner, saying stuff like you can win the fight with your jab alone. But because he didn't throw enough power punches, that's why Tyson Fury didn't get the decision, because he didn't take it from the champ. Instead, he was too busy throwing jabs and taunting when he should have been sitting down on some punches. I saw a number of times Wilder looked stunned by the right hand. Not hurt, but stunned. And I thought if Tyson Fury put a left hook behind it, he could have hurt Wilder and wobbled him or knocked him off balance. And I thought that was stupid advice. You can win with your jab alone. Sure, the jab was important, but you got to throw some power punches in there, like Freddie Roach said.
Brother, he was winning before he got knocked down in the 12th. So I can't say that was bad advice when you're fighting against one of the hardest punchers today. I mean, the dude.
I think what L Dog is saying is that he thought that there was sample sizes of him catching him with some hard shots and hurting him. Why didn't he keep getting Wilder's attention? Why didn't he keep doing that?
Exactly,
I think it was more of the way Ben Davison trained him to fight that fight in training camp. So it was almost the way he learned it is what he did in the fight. And to me, he pulled off a almost perfect job, man. I mean, you got to give it to Ben Davison, man. Davison, he coached him up.
I disagree. You got to take it from the champ. When you go to the champ's home country, you got to take it from him. You can't just sit back on the jab, especially whenever you threw the right hand and you had him stunned. You should have done that more. I'm telling you, the key to beating Wilder is you got to take the fight to him and you got to press it. This guy can't fight off the back foot.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Las Vegas is not fucking Wilder's home country. That's a whole nother world of fucking Alabama, bro. No.
I said it's his home country. It's in America.
There's about 6 different countries in America. That's what they tell you.
There's New York, there's Chicago, there's LA, there's Las Vegas.
Texas.
Wait, what's the rest?
Texas.
Hawaii. Where's Hawaii?
Yeah, but I would say Al Heyman is Vegas and Wilder.
That's like me saying fucking the Philippines is your home, L Dog.
Or it's like me buying a Chihuahua, and technically it's not Mexico, but I did buy that dog, and I moved him, and I own that dog, and he does whatever I tell him.
Listen, Wilder is from the United States of America. Tyson Fury is from the UK.
And Vegas is about just as far from Alabama as Alabama is to the UK. So I mean, the fight that's just retarded, bro. Rest in peace to all the veterans.
No, listen, I'm gonna say this. That was stupid advice from Ben Davison that you can win the fight with jab alone. That's why you didn't win the fight, Tyson. You didn't do enough. I thought you won, but you got to take it from the champ, and you didn't do that when you could have. Could have done it like Freddie Roach said.
What was his input, Freddie Roach?
He said you got to take more risks. He said you got to throw more power shots. Got to sit down a little more.
And the big fight that everybody wants. They want Wilder and Fury. Wilder and AJ. So
AJ, yeah.
You gotta. I agree with L Dog that you do have to take it from them because there's politics involved. Also, that's the way boxing is when they approaching or they're trying to build a mega fight, and the two names that everybody keeps bringing up is AJ and Wilder. You fight either one of those guys, you got to take it to them, man. They're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Don't take it the wrong way. It's just part of boxing. That's what it is.
It already happened, the first fight. So
yeah, it already happened.
Look, did Tyson Fury deserve to win in my eyes? Yes, but at the same time, he could have done so much more. He could have really secured the victory in the eyes of everyone else, including the judges. But unfortunately, he didn't.
Yeah,
yeah. Just sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, Virtuoso. I was just gonna say, yeah, but if he did so much more, he would have got clipped with something, L-Dog.
I disagree.
There you go, Johnny. I agree, Johnny. I agree with that, Johnny.
I'm not surprised that
Freddie Roach is trying to get Tyson killed.
No, here's what I'm saying.
It's boxing. You gotta take chances. You gotta take chances. What is this shit?
Here's what I mean. Like, don't be reckless about it.
No.
Just be smarter. Like, okay, this whole idea that, you know, like, I don't know, like this whole idea that he can't be fast and hit hard at the same time.
Yeah, bullshit.
Like, boxing, that's bullshit, man.
Yeah, come on, man. How? What?
Exactly.
So it's not like one or the other. It's not a trade-off. A complete trade-off here. I was like, whoa.
You just got to keep your shots short, crisp, and explosive, and you got to throw them as fast as possible. You don't just tense up and throw them heavy. You throw them very fast, and you get out of there as soon as you throw them. He should have been putting a right hand behind his jab a little more instead of just jab, move, jab, move. Should have been jab, move, right hand. You know, should have been throwing that right hand more, because every time he hit Wilder with that right hand, Wilder looked, you know, visually distressed. He didn't like it, man.
L-Dog, you should have been training him then, bro, because afterwards you could explain to his fucking family why you got him killed.
Man,
Wilder is explosive. Wilder's explosive when your legs stop moving. Right?
Exactly.
Tires you out, and then he goes for the kill. That's what Wilder does. You know, you stop throwing punches, your legs start moving, they start being more stationary. Wilder's letting his hands go, and when he lands, you know, the guys don't get back. They don't get back up on time.
Yeah, and one more quick thing. I know we got a few people in here. Yo, there's 80 people. There's 40 likes. Half of you haven't hit the like button. Hit the motherfucking like button, you fucking lazy bastards. And Bucho, yes. I need to request you. I have a small request for you. Go request.
Go ahead.
I think I've made my bones.
Yes.
Let me get a wrench, will you?
Well, that is a good point. I will have to consult with Mr. BDA, but I think you do deserve a wrench. The thing is, I don't want to. Yeah, well, I gave one to L-Dog because he's the January donor of the month. So let me just put that up again.
The January donor.
Wasn't Johnny Boy Rookie of the Year though?
Johnny Boy was the Rookie of the Year, and Vinnie Mac was the Caller of the Year, and I'm for sure not giving him a wrench.
Yeah, you got to give Vinny a wrench, man.
The thing is, I could give wrenches to like recognize and everybody, but the thing is, I don't want to intimidate people because that's what happens. He's gonna end up like the LWC.
Yeah,
everybody has a wrench.
Bucho. The reason I'm asking for one is because I'm in the chat a lot more than recognizes or.
Yeah, that is true. I'm not.
You know what I'm saying, or like some of these other dudes.
We're gonna go political. We're gonna have to do a trade-off.
You know what I do? I go to your channel, Bucho, and I hit the like button, and then I wait to get on. That's my whole thing.
All right.
Hey, let's all be liberals and give everybody a wrench. Come
on, see, communist.
Yeah, everybody gets one. Everybody.
All right. You know what? Yeah. Hold on. First of all, Chris K in the chat. Fury can rack up. Thank you for your contribution. He says Fury can rack up accumulation damage as well. That's also. I talked to Mr. BDA about that shit. Could happen. But go ahead. Somebody wanted to say something.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is, you say, Johnny, that it's too risky to throw these punches at Wilder like that. But since when has Wilder ever been a good counterpuncher, man? The
That's
guy
true.
sucks. He waits for his opponents to sit there on the back foot, and then he throws.
L-Dog. What I'm saying is, if he's just gonna sit there teeing off on Buddy like you're making it out to see, throwing nonstop fucking flurries hard as
No,
fuck.
you don't do that. You don't do that.
Yeah.
No, you don't do that.
You're going overboard with it a little bit, is what I'm saying.
I think what L-Dog was saying is what I believe to be true also. You know, you can do. He was hitting him with some big overhand rights in some exchanges, and also just when he was throwing his punches. Why can't he do that a little bit more? Is what L-Dog is saying. I think I have one reason too. Is he in shape enough to do that? Because that requires good stamina. You know, you need some good stamina after those exchanges also. So make sure that you're not staying in after you're done and while they're still up, you know, that you're not in his radar. You know, that's where, because it's true what L-Dog says. He's not a great counterpuncher. Wilder, and I don't think he even tries to. You know, I don't even think he really tries to counterpunch opponents.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you go, man. You go.
Just
Salute,
real quick, I got to take real quick because here's the thing. I think the 1-2 from Fury is greater than Wilder's 1-2 punch, and I think that it's not as powerful, but it's better. And I think if he can stay active with the 1-2, keep his feet moving, 1-2, like you guys are saying, Wilder freezes every time he does that, and he's never going to have time to catch his opponent. Like recognizes saying, if you stop, you're in trouble. So you just got to keep circling and just 1-2, 1-2. And Fury is big enough to do that. Is the stamina going to be able to hang? I don't know, but that's an easy win for him. If he just 1-2, keep his feet moving, 1-2, he'll win.
Wilder's amazing attribute is this fucking. As soon as you stop doing your thing, and you're in his radar, like even for like a quick 2-3 seconds, he could do really damage. Like he could do maximum damage to you. You know, he can hit you with a big shot. That's his game. That's his game. His game is to wear you out. You know, hopefully he doesn't get hit with nothing big and you hurt him and he's out of whack or floor or whatever. If Wilder's not in that situation, you're always in danger. And you saw that in the first fight. You know, he was losing the fight. He was a little tired. He was a little tired because he was getting hit with some big, with some good shots in that fight. But he still had enough power to land that punch in the 12th round that almost won him the fucking fight, you know?
This is why, bro, it's so hard for me to pick Fury. And I'd like to see him win just so I can listen to some of these bitch boys cry, but like, you know, it's just so hard for me to pick him, bro, because he's only got to be perfect for 2 seconds. Fury's got to be perfect for the whole fight, man. Like,
yes. That's exactly what he has to do. Remain perfect, like not allow a knockdown, or else the judges are going to give that same little impression that, okay, he's weakened, he lost a round, and it's always like a trade-off with Wilder. You know, if you show a little bit of weakness, you know, that's his only way. His only way is just to take advantage of any opening and end the fight.
Yep. Yeah. Wilder's a gambler. He's a gambler in boxing terms. He'll let you do whatever you got to do. You do it. You do what you want, right? As long as I don't get hit with something big, you know, I can see these punches coming, even if they're hitting me, so I can react to it, right? And, okay, you stopping now? You having a hard time breathing? Here comes the bomb. And that's what he does, and he does it really, really good. That's why I say, do I think he got better? Yes, he understands what he's good at now.
Yeah,
and
distance.
Yeah, it's going to be boring. It's going to be boring, him just sitting there and letting you tee off. But as soon as he lets go of that punch, because he sees you in his wheelhouse, he's going to let it go, and he's going to more likely knock you down and probably won't be able to beat the count. Right? That's his whole game. You got to hurt this boy. You got to make sure he's hurt. You got to make him think about something else.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering when is that going to catch up to him, because like he is the most powerful puncher in the heavyweight division. There hasn't been anyone that can like
take that punch, get back up, and continue to be aggressive. He hasn't faced that other like foe that can rival his punching power. And I just have this feeling that that's going to catch up to him. Like there's going to be heavyweights that
virtuoso that could there's styles in certain guys that could take advantage of that.
Okay.
AJ. The question with AJ is the same thing like everybody else. Can he take Wilder's punch? I think that
I doubt it.
That's me too. Now if AJ could stick him with some fast punches, and we know he's a power puncher, and hurt Wilder. Wilder's in a lot of trouble, bro. He's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in so much trouble in that fight because he'll be getting hit by a guy hitting him hard. Another guy that could wear him out, but the same thing. He would have to be careful with that one punch. But a guy that his whole game is his footwork. Usyk.
Yeah.
Okay? Those are the two guys that I could see taking advantage of that. Tyson Fury, who I would say should be the most dangerous one. Tyson Fury, for whatever reason, in the first fight, he was intimidated, maybe because of Wilder and just felt punches. He was a bit intimidated and was flickering that jab, where he needed to be throwing something on it, throwing the right hand behind it. He didn't do that, and Wilder was still fresh in the 12th round. Now, of course, we all know Wilder was a little gassed, right? He was gassed too. That's part of it, but he could still let go of that right hand with a lot of power.
Yeah. Like, just look at the 12th round. When Fury got knocked down and got up. And a lot of idiots tend to forget what happened after that. He threw with Wilder. He got aggressive. Now imagine if he did that like throughout the fight. Like he picked the spots. I think he would have won the fight hands down.
Guys, we have a phone call. 585. You're on the air. 585.
No, this should be great.
How you doing, Mr. Bucho? This is Vince.
Yeah, what's up, Vince? What's on your mind?
Your voice got deeper.
Hey, cocksucker, how you doing?
He's taking steroids.
Yeah.
Hey, Vince.
How you doing,
Salute my
Mr.
brother.
Recognize and Mr. LSD? I'm doing great, guys. I'm kind of disappointed on the topic. Mr. Bucho has been quite a fanboy of Mr. Fury lately, so it's kind of disappointing to me.
That's true. That's true.
We're all fanboys here.
Zenny, why don't you give us your prediction?
Yes. Can you repeat that, Mr. Johnny Boy?
I said, why don't you give us your prediction? Why don't you give us your prediction on the fight since Bucho's so wrong?
Yes, I didn't like the way he worded it, and I felt it was troubling to me. So
Get
I
over it.
The show.
Get over it. And give us your prediction.
I just feel like Wilder is too strong for Mr. Fury. If Fury wants to go toe-to-toe, he's making a huge mistake, guys. I thought boxing, maybe, if he boxed Mr. Wilder, he could possibly get a split decision, but it's not going to work this time, guys. Wilder already tasted Mr. Fury once, and he will devour him on the 22nd of February. And Mr. Recognize, I hope you have that wallet ready, sir. Thank you.
Get your wallet ready, buddy. Your transform wallet.
In the chat, T-Love, thank you for the contribution. He says, Fury needs to stay focused. If not, he's getting slapped. Yep, we agree on that.
That's my man. That's my man.
Yep.
I agree with
that. I must agree with the Super Chat contributor 100%. Definitely agree on that.
Hey, Vinny Mac.
Also, Mr. Bucho.
Yes.
Yes. Who is this? Thank you.
Hey, yo, this is L-Dog, man. I just want to say salute, King. I'm with you 100%. Bomb Squad. February 22nd, man. It's going down, man. Fury hitting the canvas. He ain't going to get no long count, but nothing going to save him now, man. That's facts, and that's on God in him, man.
To this day!
Amen.
When did X had a British accent or Australian accent?
Yeah. I think your dog is X.
Yo, T-Tone in the
thank you, El Dug. And also, did you guys see
El
the impressive performance by
Dug.
Yevgeny Ugas versus Mike Dallas Jr.? Did you guys see that? That was very impressive. What do you guys think is
What
next
fight
for
was that?
Mr. Ugas?
I'm calling Ugas the Cuban DMX from now on. He looks like DMX, but he's from Cuba.
He looks like
I don't think anybody cared about that fight, honestly.
Yeah,
me neither.
Really?
Nah, man,
You guys didn't care
Ugas
about
look
that fight?
good, man. This is their game. Ugas look good. He's just his power. I mean, I think he only have 10 KOs, but his power is he's strong. He's strong, but he don't have that knockout power. But he's a very strong. He's a come forward fighter. I mean, when he walked Sean Porter back, I mean, I knew he was the goods. But I mean, Ugas. I think Ugas and go ahead.
Esophagus, mate.
What?
Your mic is in your esophagus, mate.
I can hear you fine.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're fine, man. You're fine.
Good now.
Okay, what I was saying is, I think Ugas and I think Crawford needs to call out Ugas, and then we just work on these PBC guys, because I think PBC will feed Ugas to Crawford, because I think that'll be a close fight, to be honest with you.
That's a good fight.
Yeah, they should run that back.
I give it to TC, but I think that's a good fight.
I think Ugas caught him in the amateurs once, and beat
but
Crawford in the amateur.
You got to remember, when he fought Crawford in the amateurs, he was 20 years older than him.
Right, but it's still a
I'm
good,
just kidding,
it's still a good talking point, and you know, it's
it's true.
Mentally, it'll be good to have that victory, even if it was in the amateurs.
I'm disappointed in Crawford. I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of disappointed in him when they talked to him about fighting Sean Porter. He kind of like, he don't have nothing. Like, he has a name, bro.
Yeah, it's a name opponent, and he needs a name,
guys,
to build his resume.
Oops. All right, guys, we have a few phone calls, so let's get. Okay, Vinny, anything else?
Yeah, Vinny, what do you want?
Yeah.
What else can we help?
Because we got a lot of phone calls, so go ahead. Wrap it up.
Yes, guys. On to other topics. Mr. Kell Brook is fighting this weekend, and also the return of Gary Russell Jr., former pound-for-pound great, is also fighting. So just be aware of those fights, guys. And hopefully, Mr. Pucho stop being a Fury fanboy and actually make a good topic. Thank you.
All right. That was Vinny Mac.
I just want to say, Vinny Mac,
fuck yourself,
I
Vinny.
have the utmost respect for you, sir. Keep going.
I don't like you.
All right, guys. 830, you're on the air. 830.
Yeah, man. My name's Caleb. What's going on, y'all?
What's up? What's on your mind?
So I just want to make a few quick pointers real quick on the Tyson Fury fight, because I've been hearing some goofy stuff real quick. A few of y'all know what's up, but really, there's only two punches to look out for. There's the left hook and then there's the right hand. And you have to have multiple ways to get away from both. The problem, I was going for Tyson Fury with everything I had the first fight, screaming at the TV and whatnot, right? But the thing is that he only had one way, maybe two, of dodging the right hand. And that's where he would slip down and dip into it and let it go over the back of his head. Now, that only worked for so long before Deontay Wilder made the adjustment and was able to clip him in the back of the head the first time where he dropped.
Yeah.
And you have to have more than one way to dodge that right hand. Not only do you have to, the dip works, but you can't do it for every shot. You got to be able to turn out of the shot, sort of like Canelo did with Triple G. You got to be able to turn out, or even let it glance off the shoulder, if at all possible. But at the same time, you also have to watch out for the left hook. And that follows up off the right hand, but he can also step in and left hook. I think Deontay is going to try to do the same thing that he did to what's his name that he fought. He just put the 1-2 real quick. Brazil. I think he's going to try to do that. I think he's going to try to blind him with the jab, with the really fast jab, and just land the 2 after he calculates what Tyson Fury is going to do to try to evade that 2. I love Tyson Fury. I wish he would win. I just don't see it happening, to be honest. I think that the adjustments have already been made. I think there's only very few ways you can get away from the right hand.
What was the adjustment?
To
ask you a question. What was the adjustment that Wilder did in that first knockdown?
He started dropping the right hand. He started dropping it more towards the dip. he was locating the head, and then after it going over the back of his neck 100 times, then he finally found out. I don't know what was the 9th round when he took.
So that was a mistake. Sorry to cut you off, but was that a mistake was that a mistake from Tyson Fury then, dipping that low like that?
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't a mistake. He just had to have Plan B.
No, that was a mistake from Tyson Fury.
What's that?
That was a mistake from Tyson Fury. Like if he doesn't do that again,
the mistake from Tyson Fury is that he didn't have a second option to evade the right hand. He kept dipping for 9 rounds, and if you're going to dip for 9 rounds, Deontay Wilder, being like a solid champion, is going to make that adjustment. I think Tyson Fury is a way better boxer. Don't get me wrong, but the saying is that he only needs a couple seconds. Deontay Wilder only needs a few seconds to get it right because he has that God-gifted power, right? But when you're dipping, that's not a problem. You just can't do it for 9 rounds straight. You have to be able to stand up straight and turn out, or at least something to confuse it so the adjustment can't be made. I don't think he's going to be able to trick Deontay too much. And we also see that in rematches, Deontay already has it pretty much figured out. I love Tyson Fury. If he comes with those corkscrew right hands like he did against that German dude, that could pose a problem. But he needs to pose a really serious threat in order to get at least even through 12 rounds with Deontay in this rematch.
Yeah, well, listen, rematches. I mean, a rematch against Fat Steve Byrne doesn't even count, in my opinion. In the rematch against Ortiz, he was losing again. Now, yes, Wilder has a lot of power. It's crazy. However, he didn't knock out Steve Byrne for some reason, right? The first time when Steve Byrne was actually in kind of a decent shape, he couldn't knock him out. He couldn't knock out Tyson Fury. So, I mean, sure, you can wait and see that, right? You can wait, but that's a bad plan.
We're talking like Deontay Wilder versus Stavern, the first fight, was a totally different fighter and a more inexperienced fighter than Deontay is now. And to say that he was losing in the Ortiz 2 fight, it's kind of obsolete because 7th round knockout. So that's not really losing. I mean, sure, you could be losing on all those rounds, but he's understanding all he needs to do is drop down one time and someone's going to sleep.
Well,
so I mean, listen, I love Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury won, I'd be the happiest dude in the world. I just don't see it happening. I think he needs more than one way to evade the right hand, more than one way to evade the left hook. If he continues to try to work the defense, the same thing over and over, Deontay's going to make the adjustments in the later rounds, and he's going to go cold this time if he doesn't do the right thing.
All right. Well, anything else?
Nope, that's it. Sorry to break your bubble on that one. Thanks a lot, though.
Oh, yeah.
You don't break a bubble until it actually happens.
Yeah, that's thanks for a phone call. Yeah, he's a bit crazy. I don't. There's no point. There's no point. Like he says, he was a Fury fan. I doubt he was a Fury fan. I mean, I've heard that a million times. Like, you're gonna tell me I was a Fury? Like, come on, you were not a Tyson Fury fan. But anyways,
you cannot bust the bubble.
I would like dishonesty here, first of all. But anyways, by the way, I see Hamed, why are you in the chat? Like seriously, like.
Ahmed.
Like seriously, like this guy is always talking BDA boxing. Why don't you just go away, man? Seriously. And
L-Dog, why did you time out St. Britt, you fucking asshole?
St. Britt, why?
He's more deserving of a fucking wrench than you are. You fuck.
Go get a wrench.
L-Dog, you gotta calm down, man. The power is getting over your head.
Yeah,
the power.
L-Dog. Don't just do drive-bys on random people, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah. And T-Tone, I mean, you might get hit with a stray once in a while, but T-Tone, you cry or mention Canelo to me, I'm timing you out, bro. I'm not putting up with it.
Oh, yeah, all right. We got another phone call, 419. You're on the air, 419.
Hey, what's up?
I forgot your name, but yeah. What's up, man?
Hey, my name's on my comments. I'm T-Tone Toledo, the one Johnny's scared of.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Here we go, baby.
Yeah, he's a serious.
I like this guy.
He's gonna ask you for a wrench and then tie me out 10 seconds later. Man, that's some pussy shit, man.
Hey, stop being a fuck. Hey, hold on. Let me talk. Stop being a fucking fanboy. You wouldn't get that shit on my channel or here, bro. Pull Canelo's freckled dick out of your mouth.
You jump in it and tie me out. Come on, man. Come on, Johnny.
You say what?
Johnny, cut him some slack.
Shit.
Say what?
Don't
okay, but you talking about Canelo when nobody's talking about Canelo. Get off his dick, homie.
Two sides and talk, man. Don't be like that, Johnny.
Well, then quit crying.
Hey, Johnny,
then quit being
Johnny,
quit being a fanboy.
Come on, Jimmy, don't be like that.
The other 15%.
Crack him in the head with a bottle.
What'd you say?
Go ahead.
But
What's
I
on
like
your mind?
Show, man. So, hey, don't be like that, man. Hey, it's boxing.
Don't be like that.
Some love.
Felt like
We all got
Goodfellas.
an
You don't be
opinion,
like a
man.
fanboy then.
How'd you like it if somebody timed you out every time you said Lomo?
I did. I
you
go on fucking
Oh,
LBC. They do that all the time.
That's straight fact.
All right, what's on your mind?
Fair
Let's
enough.
move on.
Yeah,
Let's move on.
Fair enough.
Guys, let's move on. What's on your mind?
Hey, you know, that was one of the things on my mind, but
Oh,
you know, like,
okay.
you know, I listen to the boxing talk shows, and you know, if I say something like the fights that are happening on the weekend, if I say JoJo did a good fight, there goes Johnny timing it out. If I say, you know, but it ain't nothing. You know, it's I don't know why, but you know, I just had to put that out there to Johnny. You know, because when I tried to type him,
Meldrick whooped Chavez's ass.
Talk to him, Tone.
Yeah. Ever since I put you straight on Richard Steele stopping the fight, so
Ooh! God damn!
Man, you've been timing me out.
Chavez was overrated.
That's a fact, man. Hey, you're gonna say, oh man, he shouldn't have stopped the fight, but hey, man, he ain't the timekeeper, man.
Just go watch some Canelo highlights and fucking quit breaking my balls, all right? Would you? Small fry.
Johnny, I don't know.
Man,
So, you know,
it's
I just
callers
had to
like
put you
this
on
that
that,
are going to
Johnny.
make me root for Davis over Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Mr. Guerrero, is Ruben going to fight again anytime soon?
All right, but hey, all right, Bucho.
Yep.
I'll talk to you later, man.
All right. Thanks for the phone call, man. Take care.
Hey, Johnny.
Peace out.
Hey, have a
all
good
the
night,
blocking,
Tone.
Johnny.
What'd you
All
say,
right.
L-Dog?
Quit with all the blocking, man. You block like 50 people.
Yeah, let's
they
calm down,
trolls
Johnny,
you.
man. Come on.
Listen,
Johnny
Bucho.
fucking just shooting everybody up.
Yeah,
Bucho,
come on.
fucking Bucho. These are all trolls that followed me over from my channel because I was like, yo, I'm going on to BDA. We're going to fucking, yeah. So, trust me.
Are you gonna block
I'm hitting
Bruce
the right
Vane's-
people, Bucho. I'm hitting the right people.
There's a guy called Bruce Vane's Bloody Tampon. Who is this guy?
Yeah, that's my man. Cool. That's my man. He's cool.
All right.
That's my man's right there.
I can see that.
He's cool.
All right. Why is Hamed? Should we kick Hamed out of the fucking chat?
Do what you want.
What's he
It's your
saying?
chat.
Nothing. But I know he's there stalking. I don't like it.
Let him stalk.
I like.
All
I don't know, man. I bet it's funny. Just leave
Hey,
him
can I just say something real quick? I
Yes.
think the person who beat Deontay Wilder is the person who is not scared of him. A large
Let's go.
part of Wilder's game is he scares people, man.
Yeah.
They fight on the
Agreed.
back foot. They're
They're
way
bombs.
too cautious, and they give him all the opportunity to just throw
Street
that right
fighters.
hand at long distance.
That was L Dog that said that, right? And I agree with him because Wilder's a street fighter. Street fighters, you gotta stick them. You gotta stick them. Every time, it's all about sticking them right in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about letting them know that every time you throw a punch, I'm throwing one right back. They start getting a little intimidated because what they good at is catching you off guard. Street fighters are good at catching another fighter off guard, and when they can't catch them off guard, they start losing they start losing the plot, and they start getting a little bit intimidated. They get winded. The next thing you know, you're beating them up.
Guys, we have a phone call. 910. You're on the air. 910.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Steven Schneider.
What's up, man?
What's up, Steven?
Schneider.
Same.
Schneitz.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shout out to everybody on the panel. Same shit, different day. I just want to put my 2 cents in real quick. I ain't gonna be on long about the Fury Wilder or whatever, man. I hope he wins, but he ain't. Fucking Fury's gonna ramp up the Fury. He's gonna try and box his ass off for 12 rounds. He's gonna start off super cautious, which he should, right? And then he's gonna stick and move, right? He's gonna stick and move. Fury's gonna fucking get caught while he's fainting too much because the fucking guy faints way too much. He gets those happy feet and he's fainting at the same time like he's autistic and shit. And if Wilder's not retarded, he's gonna anyway. He should catch him doing that. but he does it way too much. I noticed too, man. Like I don't know, man. I think Fury has way more room for improvement and improvements, way more so than Fury does. Because I think Fury did
Yeah, he sucks.
pretty fucking good.
Yeah, pretty much.
As far as
Yeah,
boxing
that's
in
been
the
established.
first one, but I don't know.
All right. Well,
Hey, look,
I disagree. Go ahead.
I know
we
you
know
do,
we know
Budo.
when it comes to. Go ahead.
I know you do.
I sound like a fanboy, but listen, it's gonna happen. What I've been predicting. But go ahead, recognize. Go ahead.
Well, in fairness to Bucho, he's been saying that Fury's going to win the fight since the first fight. So, and he almost did. So he's going to stick with his. I don't think that's being a fanboy. I just think sticking with your gut. I think he should win this fight, but I know it's easier said than done. You know, one thing I would say about Wilder, he does make people fight a little, you know, to his liking. I don't think Fury did that for the most of the fight, but he spots and he took advantage of it. But yeah, I just think that if it all comes down to in this fight, I think it comes down to if Fury puts meaning behind those punches, that means power. Yeah. It's a different ball game. I think he wins this fight pretty easy. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Fighting like that, he can leave. You know, you can't leave the judges any doubt that he's not being aggressive, that he's not taking over these rounds.
Yeah, just you was catching him like Boutro said earlier. You were catching him, and I think somebody else said it. You was catching him with some big overhand right spots. Why you didn't keep doing it? Look, I get, you know, the whole saying, you know, if you do that a little too long, Wilder's gonna eventually catch you. And to a certain degree, I agree. You know, to a certain degree, I kind of agree with that statement. But Wilder is not a great counterpuncher. So
neither of them are.
You do it fast. Go back to boxing, and you know you start pouring again until you get that momentum and you see that opportunity to hit him with some hard overhand rights again. That's how you do it, man.
I agree, but you know, as much as I believe Fury can win this fight, I just don't think he will. I don't have enough faith in the man. I think Wilder's going to catch him and lay him out. But he can win the fight. I just don't think he's going to do what is necessary.
He's gonna
to
stop
win it.
Wilder.
I think he's scared of Wilder, to be honest. Like, I honestly do believe that.
I don't think he's scared of Wilder. I just think that
I don't know.
Fury
If
might be not disciplined enough to do that.
Yeah.
To do what he's doing. I don't think Fury's scared.
If there was a moment where Fury should have been scared of Deontay Wilder, it was in that 12th round when he got fucking dropped like that. That should have been the moment where Fury should have been like, "Oh my fucking god, this guy's a monster. I'm scared." But what happened after he got back up? He's fucking putting a beating on fucking Wilder. So hell no, he's not afraid of this guy, man. He's not. He wasn't afraid in the 12th round. He won't be afraid in the rematch. By the way, Steven, anything else?
Yeah, just one more thing. I want to put a little twist on it because everyone gives a prediction, but I'll say this: how Fury can win this fucking fight, and and I'm sure someone will disagree with this, but if he treats this fight, remember when he got that cut with Wallen, lit a fire under his ass, and he woke the fuck up, and then he started pressuring, he started doing that inside shit and bodying him and fucking coming up with uppercuts and all kinds of crazy shit. He was actually being pretty aggressive and he did a pretty damn good job. It's unfortunate he can't hit that hard, but you don't need to hit that hard against Wilder. If he does what he did with Wallen against Wilder's gonna be like, what the fuck? But he won't do that with Wilder. So maybe if he gets knocked down and it wakes him up, I don't know.
Yeah, good point.
Do any? Sorry, I gotta get another question. Does any of you? Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do any of you believe that Fury has a better inside game than Wilder, if that's the case?
Yes. Yeah,
I think he does.
Absolutely.
Wilder's inside game is non-existent.
Yeah. Just like his counterpunching ability is kind of like
you can't give him space if you really throw that hard right hand. He needs leverage and space.
Exactly. Go watch the Duhaupas fight, man. Duhaupas was giving him trouble. Like, Duhaupas wasn't letting his hands going off, but he was giving him a lot of trouble. Wilder can't back up. He just can't fight on the back foot. He can't fight in close.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you saw he wasn't doing
Yeah, but that's
anything
it.
against.
I'm gonna hop off real quick. I'll let you guys get to it. But that's my 2 cents on how it could go either way. But I'm riding with Wilder. Like most people, I hope Fury makes the LDBC cry. But we'll see. I say 60-40. I'm leaning towards Wilder. But y'all, I'll keep listening and talking shit in the chat. Shout out to Recognize. Stop selling used car stereos. Fucking Johnny Boy, I'm glad you got drenched and everything.
That dictator. Johnny is like Mussolini now.
I'll see y'all later.
All right.
He's a dictator.
Thanks for the phone call, man. Take care.
Good call, dude. Good call.
Yeah. Yeah, Mussolini. Johnny Mussolini boy now.
Johnny Mussolini, that's who he is.
I was gonna say that earlier, but I didn't want to be all weird. But I was gonna say Johnny's going full fascist now.
Yeah.
He is, man.
It's in his Italian blood. You know?
Yeah.
Going
Yeah,
off, man. It goes off.
What happened?
We're calling you Mussolini now.
Toledo says he's the Italian ego.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
They call you Mussolini, Johnny.
See, and that's why you can see, and you just do it to yourself, T-Tone. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
T-Tone.
Titón.
T-Tone. I think T-Tone is down with the YTC.
I went to Rogan Shoes Way and got me some fucking new Dockers essay. Fuck out of here.
Adams.
Yeah, but on the topic of Deontay Wilder and a fighter who doesn't fear him will beat him. I've been saying this for a while. The fighter who is going to beat Deontay Wilder is Filip Hrgović. I honestly believe that. I believe he's the only man right now who can beat Deontay Wilder.
Everybody's talking about this kid, and I've seen him fight. The one thing, L Dog, I would say, he does come for Hrgović.
I gotta look him up.
Come forward and takes that distance away. And
He's
he does
too
it with
strong.
a nice jab, and he mixes those punches up. It's not just the jab; he's a righty, right? So it's the overhand rights, it's the uppercut, it's the body punching, but he might be still too green, you know?
I'm telling you, this kid has never been dropped as an amateur or a pro. He's never touched a canvas, and for a heavyweight, that's very impressive. And what's even more impressive is he's been fighting against the elite amateurs since he was like 16 years old, and I've seen him take some bombs from those guys, and he just ate them like it's nothing. He'll walk right through Wilder's best punches, and Wilder will lose confidence. He'll be demoralized when he hits Hrgović with a right hand, and Hrgović keeps coming forward just with that blank Ivan Drago expression, and Hrgović is going to bust him up and beat him down. He'll beat him into submission, I think.
L-Dog, L-Dog, tell me when Hrgović fights somebody worth a fuck, then we can start to talk, okay?
No.
What's his name? Filip Hrgović?
He's that Croatian nigga.
The Croatian nigga.
You did my taxes.
They're all the niggas of Europe.
That motherfucking Croatian nigga, man.
Hey, Head Honcho, call in, man. Hey, you know who we need? We need Head Honcho against H Money.
Oh, hell no.
Him and H Money. That would be a good,
Yeah,
feud.
that would be a nice battle.
I'm telling you guys, Hrgović is going to be the one who beats Wilder. None of these other guys, like Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, or Alexander Usyk, have the chin to stand up to Wilder.
I don't think Wilder could find Usyk, man.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the problem.
Usyk's the guy, yeah.
He's going to be walking his dog for 12
Fuck
straight rounds.
Hrgović, he's an unproven bum, just like Joe Joyce, Ajaba, Dubois, and the rest of these fucking prospects that haven't fought anybody. Get off his dick, L-Dog.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, he's the one who will beat Wilder.
All right.
Hey, L-Dog is strong.
You guys are going to have to believe it. You guys are going to have to see it to believe it.
There's one thing we'll agree on. Is that one?
Trust me though, this guy is better. This guy would destroy Anthony Joshua right now.
My God.
I don't know about that.
Because Joshua doesn't have the chin. I'm telling you guys, Hrgović is ready for the big time right now. He will destroy Deontay Wilder. He's got the chin to take his power, and he's got more than enough power to sleep Deontay Wilder.
L-Dog, nobody gives a shit about your fucking fascination with this prospect, bro. Nobody cares, okay? Nobody gives a shit. You're making me dislike him.
If he wasn't Croatian,
it was interesting at first.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah,
you
don't
guys
say
are gonna
his
see, man. He's the third Klitschko brother.
I better book that fight if that's the case.
The third Klitschko,
Make it
the
happen.
lost Klitschko.
Says the kid who's never watched Hagler Mugabe before.
No, you got to see that, L-Dog. You got to see that fight. That was a good fight. That was the ending of Hagler's prime, but it was a fucking good fight, though.
One thing, I have a rule that you guys might think is kind of weird, but I don't watch fights from before I was born. That's just my rule.
Are you kidding me?
When were you born?
Like
Well, you were
1980.
born.
Oh, no, never mind. I don't want to dox myself. I want you guys getting all the information.
Yeah, but
Early 80s. Early
80s? All right, so you're in your mid-30s.
okay.
You're in your
I grew up around
mid to
the
late
Tyson
30s.
era. Chavez, those people.
Is it fair
In
to
the
say
90s
you're in your mid to late 30s?
I'd say mid-30s, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's another thing I want to bring up that's kind of late, but did you guys think that Fury was embarrassed about his fight with Wilder last time? No, not that one. Just against Wilder, like when he got knocked down, you know how people are saying he took forever to get up. Do you think it was more like he was embarrassed, like fuck, I'm an idiot.
Yes.
I don't want to get up and face everybody now.
I don't think he was hurt.
No.
I'm being honest with you. I don't think he was hurt. He would have
I
not.
think he just wanted to like disappear. Like, oh, this is embarrassing as shit. I had this fight and I just got fucking dropped or lost my balance.
If he would have been hurt, he would have not beat the count.
No, he was taking his full count. But the thing is this, like, without the knockdowns, Fury would have taken those scorecards, right? That would have been majority decision for Fury.
One of the cards
unanimous.
One of the cards had Wilder winning.
One was so fucking wide for Wilder, he could have fucking decapitated.
One judge would have had it.
And 111 Wilder.
Well, the interesting thing is, if he didn't get the knockdowns, would he have even won those rounds?
Okay,
No,
but
I
wait a
don't
minute.
hurt
Wait a
him.
minute.
That's true.
That's for sure.
Without the deductions, he would have won a majority of the decision.
Look, the best I could give Wilder in that fight was 3 rounds. The best I could.
Okay,
Yeah,
shut
it's true.
be quiet a second.
It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. Listen, It doesn't matter. He just needs 2 seconds to change the course of a fight when he fights bombs. Keep saying that. He fights fucking bombs. He couldn't keep Steve Earn down. Oh no, he was too young. He was green. Bullshit. Then
was
green.
31
Come
already.
on, man. What about? Anyways, don't get me started. And then Ortiz, that rematch. Seriously, that
was
fight
pathetic.
shouldn't have happened. So I don't even want to look at that fight. It's irrelevant.
Yo, he was getting touched in that fight. I don't give a shit when anybody says.
Well, it doesn't matter because he knocked him
Wilder
out. Like,
has a habit of looking bad in victory, man. I mean, Fox was replaying the shit out of Wilder Fury 1. I don't go back and watch these fights that often, but man, that fight looked like shit. Fury's style is a frustrating, herky-jerky, unorthodox. I don't know about the slick boxing shit. He feints his ass off, like I believe it was L-Dog said that. I'm not sure who was talking earlier that said it. He's constantly faint. He feints his ass off, but he's putting his hands behind his back. He's sticking his fucking tongue out. He's herky-jerky when really all you got to do is stay off the end of Deontay Wilder's punch. He ain't got no answer for anything else. You could smother him. It's not about being afraid of him. You could smother him, and he can't do anything. You could move on him, and he can't do anything. Half the jabs he threw in that first fight, that Fury fight, were measuring. Half of them were hard jabs. The other 3/4 of them were just measuring. He was measuring with his left hand and throwing his right like a high school kid fighting. Just putting his left hand straight out and then throwing his punch right to that same spot. So.
Yeah, Wilder doesn't respect that. If you start playing the little games, Wilder sees that as, oh, so you're getting tired. You know, that's how he looks at it. You got to be serious, Wilder.
I don't think he fucking thinks that deep into it. Recognize? I think
No,
he just wants to hit you with the right hand.
I don't think he's smart.
I think he does a little bit. He's a street. I'm telling you, man. Wilder's a street fighter.
You have to crush his confidence.
He flails around.
Street fighters, you got to break him. A street fighter, you have to break him down.
He's a bully, right? Recognize?
Can I tell you when he was broken down in the 12th round? Guys, look at the 12th round. I know I keep mentioning it, but it's the best part of the fight. You can see Wilder when
he's on
morale. You can see when his morale just ends.
I remember.
You can see when it's over. When he realizes.
When he got up, he was fucking shocked. Like, unbelievable. He got up from that?
Yeah. What else can I do? What else can I do?
But Bucho, more to your point, though, that's when he's most vulnerable, Wilder. When he exerts himself and starts windmilling and getting all crazy when he thinks he's got it, and he doesn't have it, that's when he always winds up getting hurt, man.
Yeah, because
when he's going after Spilka, when he's going after fucking Ortiz, when he's going after Fury in the 12th round, that's when he winds up getting clipped, man. He exerts himself. He doesn't, like I was saying in Matrix, I don't think he thinks like sweet science type of fighting in there, man. He fucking he thinks he's got you on the ropes. He goes fucking ape shit. While you're getting your count, he's jumping on the fucking second rope celebrating. He doesn't know if you're fucking knocked out or not. As soon as you get up, he's so fucking tired from exerting himself that he's vulnerable, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, part of what makes Wilder hard to beat is the fear he puts into you. What you have to do if you want to beat him is you got to take his confidence away. If you take his confidence away, I guarantee he's going to shell up and he's not going to throw punches. That's what you got to do. You got to show you can take his best shot, and you got to show that you're not afraid of him and that you can take the fight to him.
Why should you take his best shot? Why should any boxer take his best shot? Like,
I'm just saying, like, if you did take his best shot, that would demoralize him.
What he's saying is, if you get
I'm not
up
saying you should. I'm saying if
you
you
get up
can.
or you're still around.
Yeah.
Because what he does, Wilder does, he catches you off guard, bro. This is the oldest trick in the world, man. Catch a guy off guard, boom, and you hit him, and he's gonna be in shock.
You see him ever vary in the speed of his shot or the power? I see him throwing full fucking speed right hands.
Yes.
As much strength as he's got from the first round to the 12th.
Yeah.
Whether he hits, whether he misses, whether he fucking runs into you, whether he almost falls out of the ring doing it. Like, this motherfucker wings that fucking right hand like it's got a hatchet in it. Like it's got a dagger.
He's got a lot of confidence, man, and it's because he's deluded. He's deluded, and you're gonna have to show him. You're gonna have to show him firsthand. You're gonna have to really demoralize him. And I think if Tyson Fury comes forward, hits him to the body, fights him in close, where Wilder has no inside game, it's gonna really demoralize Wilder. It's gonna really demoralize him, especially when his face starts swelling up and his corner starts telling
the fight starts going on. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
You still can't catch him off guard. That's what he's best at. That starts fucking with your head. That does.
I mean, he wasn't demoralized in the first fight, was he? I mean, you mean like up until the time that he clipped him, he gets desperate.
But what we're saying is, what was Fury doing? Fury was just pity patting. That's not going to do it. He was staying off the end of Wilder's right hand all night except for the very end. And even the 12th round knockdown was he cupped him with it. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, but P, you got to hit somebody with something on it, man. You're not going to do that to Wilder. You're not going to discourage Wilder with a little pity pat here and there, and an occasion catching him with a hard shot. That's not going to do it. You got to do that. You got to mix that in your game.
I agree.
I'm going to say this. People can laugh at me saying Tyson Fury needs to come forward and fight on the inside. But Wilder needs to get leverage on his shots. He needs that distance to generate that power. If you take it up close, he's got no inside game and he can't get that leverage on his shots. He can't do it.
No. Okay, we're saying the same thing, L-Dog. But you understand that we're saying the same exact thing, which is whether you smother him, whether you go inside or whether you stay on the outside, you don't give him what he wants. That's it.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people in the chat, man, saying that Fury can't do that. I'm telling you, man, you can't let this man fight on the outside at a slow pace, because that's when he sets up his right hand. You can't give him that opportunity. You got to take it away from him.
If I could get in Fury's head, I'm like, the adrenaline that you fought in the 12th round against against Wilder and against Otto Wallin in the mid to late rounds. Yeah, fight him like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Guarantee
exactly what I
you
was
he
saying
beats
earlier.
him. I guarantee
Yeah.
you he beats his ass. He beats him
Hey,
up.
this can't be round 1 of the second fight. This has to be round 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fury needs to channel his anger inside. He can't fight like a kid anymore. He needs to be a grown man that's pissed off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he needs to fight like his family's in danger. You
You
know,
heard that
like
saying, killers respect other killers? It's true. They do. They do respect them. Okay? A killer knows that he just can't walk into the field and start shooting because everybody's too scared to grab their gun. Right? A killer would think about it when he knows that other killer is ready for him, and he's gonna do it. He's gonna probably not do it, or think about his approach very differently, which will probably put him behind the A game. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Fury's got to just stick him with some hard shots, and don't tell me he can't do that while being fast. I mean, can you chew gum and walk at the same time? Of course you could, right? You could do that in boxing too.
Yeah, and I'll just say this. Look, I know he does risk getting hit with a shot while coming to the inside. But here's the thing. If he sits back and tries to box Wilder, he's going to get hit with that shot 100% in my mind. He got hit with it twice in the first fight. If he sits back and gives Wilder all the opportunity to land that right hand, he's definitely going to lose. At least if he comes
Exactly. And
he's
I think
got the
that
calves
if,
to run.
you know what, L Dog, I think you're right. If he does that again, I don't think he gets back up.
He's got the perfect
I
style.
agree.
He's got the perfect style, man. He fought that Wilder fight the same way as he fought Klitschko, man. He's fighting a guy that's looking to land a right hand, although Klitschko's a hell of a lot more technical than Wilder is.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a lot more seasoned. He's got that herky jerky. He's like a fucking double-ended bag, man. He's like he don't even know what he's doing in there half the time with his feints. He's constantly feinting, and I think coming forward, he can come forward just as soon as roll out. I mean,
just hurt Wilder, man. Hurt him.
Well, yeah, not trying to hurt him is, honestly, he blows his load, man. When Wilder thinks he's got you hurt right after he's done windmilling, that's the time to hurt him. But if he doesn't get one, if he avoids one of those 2 knockdowns in that fight, he wins.
Did you see the way Bernard
He knows
Hopkins
that,
beat
you know.
Trinidad?
He's not going to fight any different.
Did you see the way Bernard
Say it again,
Hopkins beat
recognize?
Trinidad?
Yeah.
Okay, so what he did was he was mainly pity-patting and sticking him with some hard shots, and then going out, doing the same thing, and then stick him again with some hard shots. And then when the rounds started to accumulate and Tito was lost, he started to keep circling around, but landing more harder shots. And that eventually broke Tito down. That's what, because he said, look, Tito's a puncher. A puncher never gets discouraged throughout the fight. They don't get discouraged throughout the fight.
Virtuoso, you got background noise, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, his approach, let me just finish this up quick, Johnny. His approach, Bernard Hopkins' approach was to never give this puncher, never let the puncher think he still has a shot as the fight goes along, right? So that's the same.
Yo, Virtuoso, man.
Press the little jitterbug button.
Mute your mics, bro.
Mute your mic, man.
Virtuoso.
Que no, yo, sabe, con la tarjeta
You pressed the wrong button there.
hay que tener ese símbolo.
He can't
Wrong
hear
button,
us. He's
bro.
got his headphones.
All right, I have to
He
mute
got
him.
it. He got it now.
I did it. Go ahead, man.
No, it's just look, the Bernard. Every time I think of Tyson Fury and Wilder, I think of Hopkins, Trinidad. Okay, in this case, Fury's Hopkins, Wilder is Trinidad. For some reason, that fight always pops in my head. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta the approach of the fight. Look, I don't like Bernard Hopkins. I don't like him at all. Right? I think he's a piece of shit and all that. Right? Like he's a con man.
My
But
God.
the way he approached that fight made all the sense to me in the world. Okay? He kept Trinidad frustrated. He kept the puncher. Then, not only that, as the fight went along, now he's not just frustrating the puncher, he's hurting the puncher. Now he's starting to hurt him. What do you think that does to a guy who's used to like knocking dudes out with one punch? That fucks his head up, bro. Now he's scared and breathing hard.
Yeah.
Recipe for stoppage, bro. You got to understand the mind game too. And I believe in my heart of heart, I believe Tyson Fury understands mind games. Yeah. That's what he just got to capitalize on it. That's it.
Let me say this.
Hold on, L-Dog. L-Dog, hold the fuck
let
on.
me say this. I don't think Fury will knock
Hold
Wilder
on,
out.
L-Dog.
I think the fight
What's
will be
going on?
stopped on swelling.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I love this rivalry between you guys. It's awesome.
Yeah.
L-Dog fucking doesn't know shit about boxing. But anyways, I fucking dude. Look, bro, I only see it going two ways. Fury on points or Wilder by knockout. I'm not buying that Fury knocks him out, and I'm not buying Wilder gets not on the card.
Johnny boy, you're gonna be surprised, man. You're gonna be
I was
surprised.
gonna say, if you listen to what I had to say,
You're gonna be
Johnny boy, you
surprised.
might have learned something.
Fuck Hergovich. He'll never achieve anything.
Can we stop talking about fucking Herkovich, man? Let's wait and see how good he is.
Johnny boy, what's your obsession with him, man? Get over it.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not the motherfucker. I got a gangster on my profile. You got another man you've done, bro. So I don't know.
Who was the guy that was on the panel before? Always with the fucking who's the guy that flunked his drug test? Who pissed dirty against AJ? Come on,
Baby Miller.
Oh, Miller.
Yeah, Big Baby. Who's the kid's always hyping Big Baby Miller? Big Baby Miller.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Trap Media.
God damn,
Trap
man.
Media. Let's get him in here. Let me see him, man.
Hey,
I
This
missed
fucking
Trap.
agent. That was his agent, dog.
I don't think Fury will knock Wilder out. I think the fight could get stopped where Wilder is swelling too much, kind of like Chisora in the second Fury fight. I think it will be because of swelling.
I've never seen Wilder mark up before.
Have you seen the Duopa fight?
No. I mean, yes, but I don't remember it. So you might
Did you see the first Fury fight?
Yes.
Wilder swells pretty easily, man.
Nah,
he was
Wilder
on the
has
road,
broken his hand too. He's broken his hand.
He swells up pretty easy, Pete. He does.
Yeah, look at his face after the first Fury fight, where Fury only threw jabs pretty much.
Cranium. He has a small cranium for a guy his size.
Yeah,
he's a pea brain. He's a fucking pinhead.
Yeah.
Look at the state of his face, Larry. Look at the state of his face.
I don't know if you was watching, Larry.
Look at the state of his face, Larry. Get his brother in here for two. Well, that must be a hard meal to digest, Lennox. You fucking Hergovich's a bum like Lennox.
I love Merchant. Are you proud of yourself? Fuck.
You beat a C-class guy. Who gives a shit? That's what Larry Merchant says.
Hey, Bucho Herkovich, who you got? What were you saying your prediction is? Fury?
He's got Fury. Yeah, he's been saying this since the beginning.
Like, Fury stoppage or what?
I think he's saying, yeah.
Yeah, guys,
I know Bucho's on mute right now.
Oh, okay.
I'll say.
Hey, look, Johnny boy. I'll take Hergovich to represent me any day. You can have Paulie Malignaggi.
Hey, bro, you're not even Croatian. You live in fucking New Zealand, bro.
Is that where you from, L-Dog? You're from New Zealand?
Yeah, from down under, mate.
What time is it over there right now? What time is it?
1 o'clock.
Croatians don't talk
in the morning or afternoon?
Afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Croatians don't even talk like that.
No, but Hergovich, he does look good, but come on, L-Dog.
I gotta look this guy up now, man. I can't believe you guys are sending me on this wild goose chase. Fucking Hergovich.
I'm telling you, man.
I know you're telling me. All right, hang on.
This guy is the best heavyweight prospect.
Exactly, prospect. Who gives a fuck? Go fight somebody, then we'll start talking about you. Fucking
yeah, kind of like with you and Teofimo, eh, Johnny?
Teofimo just knocked out a fucking champion, bro, in 2 rounds.
Oh, that is kind of... He did knock him out in 2 rounds.
You were hyping up Teofimo.
He knocked him out in 2 rounds.
I guarantee I'll be saying that when Hergovich gets a title shot as well.
Okay.
Might not be 2 rounds.
Well,
you know something, Johnny? He is confident in Hergovich where you was in Teofimo before he knocked out Conor. You were you was. Yes, you was very confident.
What did I say? What did I do? Recognize?
you was very confident in Teofimo before he knocked out Comey. You said he's gonna knock Comey out.
Oh, I was.
So he's confident in Hrgovic in that sense. We just got to see him do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. But
Hey, y'all, dog.
Yeah.
Is it Wednesday or Tuesday?
It's Wednesday.
In Croatia.
Wow, you guys are like.
It's Tuesday.
Is that a trip or what? It's 4 o'clock. Check it out. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in LA. It's 4 o'clock, right? But it's Tuesday. This was 1 o'clock tomorrow.
And L Dog, it's 7 o'clock at night in New York on a Tuesday. 7 o'clock at night.
It's weird.
That's in the future.
If you go to America, like you live in the same day twice if you fly back to New Zealand.
No, that's true. I flew to Auckland before, and we got there an hour before we left or some shit. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So you're in the future.
Time travel's real. Time travel's real, dude.
Yeah, it was great.
No, I think it's all made up, man, and the Earth is flat. They just make up time zones.
Yo, I think.
Cue lame Hrgovic joke here.
No, not even. Not even, bro. I'll make a Croatian joke instead. But anyways,
Croatian nigga.
Yeah. But no, what I was gonna say, bro, it's a pick'em fight between Fury and Wilder. I mean, we can only speculate.
Yeah, I mean, how much we're gonna keep talking about this shit? Like, it's a pick'em.
Yeah.
Look, someone's getting knocked out, in my opinion.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. We've already.
You got a favorite Wilder in that one, then.
That's
Fury
Hold
is.
on, L-Dog. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Hold the fuck on. I was just gonna say.
Johnny
We've
Lim
already talked about it and speculated about it enough. It's in the books. It's in the books. It's a pick'em fight. I don't care who you're picking. I hope Fury whips his ass, but I'm not seeing it happen.
Yeah, Shepherd of Sons, I agree. I should be a regular. What's
I got a
that? All in
topic.
favor? Yeah, cool.
Caleb Plant. What do you guys think, man? Isn't he fighting some German with a weird name?
Feigenbutz.
I'm going for the German
Feigenbutz?
guy, whoever he is.
It's a good fight, man.
I got Slim by knockout. I got Slim.
Is that Caleb Plant?
Yeah, Slim. That's what I got Slim.
Slim.
What?
Slim Plant.
Is that like a
Shady?
slang word for like white boy?
No.
Yeah.
Slim. Yeah, I got Slim, bro.
Is that something black people call white guys in the hood?
No, I got white chocolate. I think he's gonna win.
Yeah, I got white chocolate.
I'll tell you this. I was watching Feigenbutz last night, and look, he's very basic, and his defense is poor. But if you just by listening to the sound of his punches, man, they sound pretty hard. They sound very crisp as well. So there is a chance he could hurt Caleb Plant early, but I see Caleb Plant stopping him mid rounds because his defense is too poor, and he's already been knocked out twice. So his chin might not be the best.
Dude. Yeah, oh fuck.
I seen him in a street fight, Caleb Plant. Kid got hands.
Yeah, but that he was fighting some fucking slob. man.
Yeah, but the dude was bigger than him. He was just the guy. You're right. I mean, he was terrible. That dude.
Slob, right?
Yeah, he's a fat slob. He didn't know what the fuck.
Doing the Ali shuffle and shit. Yo,
Who's this?
Caleb
Plant got into
fucking
a fight 5 years ago.
driveway fight with some fucking fat slob that if that kid would have fucking again, he would just the back of his legs and
Started beating him up so bad he pulled out Caleb.
Yeah, he's doing the Ali shuffle, but this kid's fighting like he's a fucking amateur Olympian. He needs to just ask, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're going to jail now.
Have any of
What was that fight that he was having in the gym? I saw he was fighting some random Mexican guy.
Oh, he Virtuoso. He got into it with the Benavidez brothers at the gym.
Yeah, those guys.
He got into it with the one that got shot.
yeah, the smaller one.
Oh, by the way, thanks to Gonzalo, tomorrow we're gonna be having Benavidez' father on the show. So
no way.
Interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Oh, nice.
I'll try not to make no comments about his wife.
Yeah, that's what.
If you can get Teofimo's dad, while Johnny's on the panel, oh my god.
Look, no bullshit, man.
Teofimo isn't even getting him under.
I ain't got nothing against Benavidez.
Did he come to get channeled?
Nah, that was Teofimo's dad.
That's what I was mentioning.
Yeah.
If you could get an interview with him, Bucho, that'll be dope.
I'm gonna be like, why you talking shit, you old motherfucker?
We had Ruben Guerrero's dad calling earlier. Y'all fucking kicked him out.
Nah, man. Me and Guerrero's dad both grew up in the barrio, so we're good. We're good.
Yeah, but have any of you guys seen Feigenbutts fight?
Who?
I have not.
Vincent Feigenbutts. Yeah, look, if I had to make a comparison, he's not a good fighter, but he looks like an extremely budget version of Golovkin.
That's a good comparison.
Chinese knockoff.
Like a very budget version. Yeah, like a Chinese knockoff version. But he throws a good jab. He's got like a tight kind of guard. He comes forward. He throws a good straight right hand. He likes the uppercut. He's okay. Like, this is going to be an entertaining fight. But if you're hoping for like a real competitive fight, probably not going to get it. Feigenbutts, his defense is when I say extremely budget version of Golovkin, I mean like even his defense is budget version of the current Golovkin.
Bro, you're comparing some dude named Feisenberg to fucking Golovkin.
I heard Feigenbutts.
Feigenbutts. No, I agree with him, Johnny. Like he's being promoted in Germany like something like that, but he's never gonna be a Triple G. But they're promoting him like a knockout artist or something, correct?
Du hast
Rammstein there.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he clips Caleb Plant early and it hurts him. I don't think it'll stop him, but the kid has some real power. You can hear it in his punches.
He's got like a nice frame, like a Mike Tyson type kind of frame, doesn't he?
I don't know, man. I'm not big into judging men's frames, but whatever gets you going.
Journeyman, you got one on your avatar, bro.
All I'm saying is they're gonna fuck around and Benavidez is not gonna be able to make 68 after a while. He's a big kid. So Plant's gonna fucking fight some, what's the guy's name? Schmeisenberg, whatever his name is, and then he's gonna be talking shit about wanting that Benavidez fight after he's done doing it. I'm tired of hearing this shit.
Plant looks like he could be a light heavyweight.
He's Plant is quite a big dude.
Dude, I hate the 168-pound division. I always have, bro. It's where the guys that are too scared of the killers at 175 drain a few more pounds and go hide out. It's always been like that. To ask your boy fucking Andre Ward, bro. It's always
all those junior or soup weight class. Like I always felt it was designed for guys that can't fight in a full weight class. Like the original weight class, the light heavyweights, the middleweights, or going.
Yeah, I agree.
Cruiserweight is another one. Even though cruiserweight, them moving up to 200, I thought it was fair, right? Like there are guys that are, especially today, that they're not quite the heavyweights like Usyk. I still believe, Usyk at 215 in his last fight is still more of his best weight is probably 200 pounds.
I think the junior middleweight title is greater than the light heavyweight title, in my opinion. It's just you don't have that many good fighters there, but that weight class is a great weight class to cross the middleweight's best and maybe possibly some of the smaller heavyweights.
But if you look at the super middleweights, Stott, they're a lot bigger than most of the middleweights today. So they're like heavyweights.
Callum fucking Smith.
Callum Smith is a fucking
cruiserweight.
He's 6'3".
He's 6 feet 3 inches tall.
Yeah,
that's as tall as Usyk.
Yeah,
he's as tall as Usyk.
Bro,
he looks taller than Usyk.
Yeah, bro. How long are these fucking? And I'm not saying nobody here or in the chat, but like a lot of some of these UK fanboys, bro. How long you gonna suck Caleb Plant or not Caleb Plant? Callum Smith's dick for knocking out a 40-year-old George Groves, bro.
Oh,
fuck out of here, man.
Game over, man. Game over.
The real problem with
He's on-
68
he's on
is
my
they
pound
haven't
for
fought
pound
each other in
list.
a long time. It's been a long time since they really fought each other. 68. If you think like, you got to go back. What this has been like, going all the way back to shit, man. They've been separated for so long, but that's what I don't understand. They got Benavidez, they got Plant, they got your boy Canelo with his cherry picking ass. They got who else is at 68? There's no big top ranked 68 pounders, is there?
Nah, Ramirez.
Ramirez
They all went up in weight.
168 is very dead.
Hey, just quickly, Johnny, who's older, Lomachenko or George Groves?
They're the same fucking age, I think. We're just right about, or I think, yeah, right about.
George Groves.
George Groves is actually younger.
Well, he's still shot.
Oh yeah.
He's still
Yeah.
shot.
What was
He
it?
looks
12
like
years
shit,
old in
though.
the Super Six?
He looks like shit. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, he looks old, but he's actually quite young. You know, maybe he's on that Luis Ortiz thing. Maybe he's
Bro, that motherfucker's hair started falling off in middle school, George
Yeah, he
Groves.
that's what makes him look old, though.
But anyway,
Yeah.
like, you know, when I was watching Feigenbutts last night, I actually thought he could probably beat that dude Callum
His
Smith.
name is so funny.
Yeah.
Faggenberg?
Faggot
Well,
What's
look,
the other guy? Herkovic and
Oh, cool.
Fagenberg. That's a law firm, I think.
Fagan.
Oh, cool.
It's Fagan, I think.
a law firm. But I actually think he could beat Callum Smith. I'm not joking. This guy could beat Callum Smith. Callum Smith is that bad in my eyes.
Fagenbutts?
Because of the sound of his punch.
No, I actually think he could beat him, bro. Look what John Ryder or whatever his name is did to him.
Hey, we forgot about Billy Joe. Billy Ho Saunders.
Oh, Billy Joe's the worst of that weight
Billy
class.
Ho Saunders.
Yeah, he's the worst.
No, it's
He blew
blowjob
up.
Saunders. It's blowjob Saunders.
He blew up in 168, man. He doesn't look good.
Durrell.
So what do you guys think of Joe Smith Jr.? I'll throw that name out there.
Who?
Since we're talking
Solid
about that
contender
weight.
at 175.
Yeah, he's at 75, homie.
And he just beat Hart. So that's pretty badass in my opinion. I don't think Hart's that good, but
This is Durden, Tyler Durden. This is what I want, bro. This is what I want. I want Joe Smith and Alida Alvarez. Winner fights Vazdik. That's what I want right there.
that'd be pretty rad, actually.
Yeah.
Look at this guy, Vincent Feigenbutts. Holy shit.
Fagenbutts.
He looks like Chavez Jr.
No, we just call him.
If he stopped eating the Cheerios.
We just call him Hans Gruber, bro. We'll just call him Hans Gruber.
Whoa. Let's not disrespect your man, John Pascal, fucking champion. Just don't fucking. Let's not overlook John Pascal, man.
Wow.
John
Yeah,
Pascal.
John Pascal.
That's right. Let's not forget about it.
Hey, another thing, I'm not going to let this slide. Who said they had Callum Smith on their pound for pound list?
I did.
Whereabouts do you have him?
Oh, the World Boxing Super Series, man.
Ooh, I don't know. I think I would say shit. I haven't looked at it in a while. 7-ish, 8, around there. He's the best super middleweight in my opinion. So
I have Ivan
He's
Redcash.
the best in a weak division, and he beat George Groves coming off an injury.
Hey,
does that put him above unified world champions like Josh Taylor, Beterbiev? Hell, even Errol Spence is better than Callum Smith.
I think I have Beterbiev and him around the same area. I think they're both the best in their weight division.
What about Josh Taylor?
I don't think that guy's that good.
I think
So you don't
Benavidez
think
is
Josh
fucking
Taylor, who beat 2 undefeated world champions, is not that good? But
I think he
Callum
fights like
Smith,
shit.
Okay, but let's keep it real. Regardless of what fucking Mark says, Prograis was unproven. He hadn't fought anybody either. And same thing.
I don't care. He beat 2 undefeated world champions. That's
Okay,
better than what Callum Smith has done.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
How did he
that.
do it though? How did he do it?
Well,
How many world champions has Hergovic beaten?
Well, Indongo was a world champion, right?
What the fuck does a
But I
world
do think Josh
champion have
Taylor's
to do
better
with
than-
anything anyway, L-Dog? There's 4 belts and 17 divisions. That's 68 belts, plus all the secondary and silver titles, bro. You're talking about 100 fucking different champions in the sport. The fuck does that mean?
Easy.
Try coming at me, bro.
Johnny.
Get smoked.
Johnny,
I'm telling you. Well, if you've only beaten one of them, then what does that say about you?
But you've only beaten one champion. Now listen to this. Listen to this. When I googled what the hell's his name again? Feigenbutz? Google gave me a whole list here of super middleweight boxers, right? Let me go on the list. You guys tell me, chime in. Caleb Smith, David Benavidez. I got Anthony Durrell with that same empty smile on his face, like there's nothing back there. Vincent Feigenbutz, Andre Durrell, Gene Pascal, some guy named Jurgon Bomber. I don't know. I got Ward, Frotch. Some of these guys are gone.
Bramer. You're talking about Bramer.
Billy Joe Saunders, Billy Hill, Mikhail Kessler. Some of these guys are retired already. Your boy Canelo, don't forget about him. Arthur Abraham, Joe Calzaghe. Then you got like Calzaghe, Roy Jones, Badu Jack the Ripper, Nigel Benn. Man, these guys are lucky that they're not. Some of these 80s guys are not around today. Or
yeah, 168.
Like James Toney, Roy Jones. They would have fucking.
It's been a crop. It was a crop division for a long time. 168 is one of those divisions that they never get.
Nobody cares about.
Nobody cares.
It's dead. It's dead.
Yeah.
And nobody.
So no buzz around that.
Exactly.
Yeah, look. And nobody should. That's where the fuck, like I say, man, that's where the light heavyweights drain themselves to go down so they don't have to fight the killers at 75, bro. Like, it's always been like that. Fuck that division.
But also, it's had some good talent. It's just never had enough good talent at the same time to be classed as a good division.
Yeah, to have a superstar or a big fight. Yeah.
Well,
like,
listen, you got
Calzaghe against Kessler was.
If they'd fight each other, it'd be good. I mean, I'd like to see a big tournament with all of them that actually fight each other.
Well,
the problem is, what is wrong with Jermaine Taylor, man? Look at Jermaine Taylor's Google fucking. When you click on Jermaine Taylor, his little profile comes up and it's him with some kind of a fucking AK or something, some kind of rifle over his shoulder with no shirt on. And then, like in a little tiny picture next to it, it's him with his belts, like his boxing picture. You got to be joking me, man! Look at this guy.
He's building up a criminal record bigger than his boxing.
His LinkedIn profile picks him with a fucking AK-47.
Damn.
Oh, that's very professional.
Damn, L-Dog.
maybe LinkedIn have mercenaries. Never know.
Can I ask you guys a question about the 168 division?
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll borrow.
No one's interested.
Okay, so like we're talking pound for pound. Don't you think that whoever holds that title at 168 is probably more of a pound for pound champion than someone at 160 or 175? Because Beterbiev could probably cut weight and make 168 and fight someone like Gennady Golovkin who can move up. And whoever wins that could technically say they're more of a pound for pound champion because Beterbiev made the weight. And Triple G, a 160, can move up to the super division, which is why it's called super, because it's greater than the 160 division.
I think Bevo. Not Beterbiev.
No, it's just you're heavier. It's just you're heavier.
No, 168 is not greater than 160. 160's been around since fucking Moses crossed the sea. No,
it's the oldest.
So can anybody in 160 beat anybody in 168?
Greater than the other.
Yeah, but what about right now?
Say again.
Like right now, like you look at 160, you look 168.
Yeah, 160. It's
shit now.
You got a lot of guys that are going back from 168 to 160, so it's not that great. 168. This whole thing that 168 is greater than 160 because of the number. That's not true. It's you got to have a certain, like I would say 175 is better than 160, right?
Yeah.
Because there's better fighters there. Not that because you're heavier makes you better.
It's just the way I see it. Like, okay, look at the welterweight division, right? To me, that's a catchweight division between the lightweight people and the middleweights. And so if you technically look at it, 154, maybe they're bigger. They're a lot bigger than 147, but I have a lot more respect for 147 because they're basically lightweight guys that can maybe even challenge some of the smaller middleweights and beat them. So that's why the welterweight division is so great.
The welterweight division sucks cock, and they're getting overly praised.
That's good. You hit.
Hey, Johnny,
No.
Johnny, what's up, man? It's dead game. I'm gonna tell y'all the way I feel. I think in the past year,
Can you guys hear him?
No, I can't hear
We
you.
can barely hear you, man.
That game, raise your mic a little bit.
What about now? What about now?
Better.
A bit
All
better.
right. What I was saying is, within the last 10 years, I believe that right now we have the most competitive and best boxing. Just by us having a discussion about which one's better, it shows me every division, even the light guys, just stacked. A lot of talent.
I don't know about that. Guys, mute your mics, please. We can hear everything.
I'll just wait till you
man.
finish with that. I'll just wait till you finish with that.
All right.
Virtuoso,
Virtuoso, this guy.
Okay, hold up. Dead game, nobody can fucking hear you. Virtuoso, mute your mic. You're speaking in some fucking ching chong language that nobody can understand.
I think it's sorry, brother.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah. But it's just
Yeah, what is low?
a bit low.
Yeah, your mic is low.
Yeah.
Dead game.
Screaming to that mic.
It was louder before, but I don't know what happened. It's getting worse.
Where are you, man? Hi, by the way, people, open show. Anybody can join. The link is in the description. The link is in the chat. Jump in. Also, the phone lines are open. All right. Virtuoso says he muted his mic. Thank God. Anyways, that game. Fix your situation over there and get back to us. All right, what were we talking about?
We're talking about weight classes.
Oh,
which
yeah.
one's better.
Yeah. Well, listen, obviously it's a subjective type of thing, but we can agree on that some divisions are complete garbage. I think that we can agree on. Like, which divisions? 130? No, 130 is actually pretty good. 140. What's happening? 140.
That's what Tank should be is 130, but he's too fat now.
Yeah, there's some good fights at 130 actually, and yeah, Davis moved up. I'm still not. I want to see Tank Davis against a big lightweight man.
How about any lightweight? How about any?
Yeah, you're right. Because Gamboa he's a featherweight basically, man.
Yeah, he's the king of the super featherweights, Tank Davis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gamboa was
that fucking card. That PBC card should have been called like fucking Dare to Be Great or Dare to Be Stupid or Nostalgia Weight Class or something. These guys are all bringing up these. What Hurd brought up a damn 47-pounder. Fucking Tank Davis brought up a super Gamboa on one leg over there.
Yeah.
It's like, goddamn, give him a.
Did you guys
I don't know. Yeah.
What happened with Tank choking up that girl? What the fuck was that about?
Misunderstanding. You're good kid that made that decision.
He's misunderstood. We don't know the details.
That's all
it might have been
But it happened at a fucking event, though. It happened at a Super Bowl event. That's retarded, man.
Yeah.
Fuck you doing?
Hey, didn't Floyd fight somebody or something?
Who?
Was it at the Super Bowl? Wasn't Floyd there?
Yeah, no, he.
You got him to fight at the Super Bowl?
Well, no. So the day after the Super Bowl, at the Fountain Blue in the morning, a fan came up to him and asked him for a picture, and Floyd said, "What? No, not even a good morning." And the guy's like, "I don't know." And then he had his goons his goons got into it with him, his bodyguards.
What? What a pussy, man.
Well, I mean, that is kind of rude, right? If you think about it, like
While Floyd was yelling how he'd kick his ass, behind. See, before I was even into boxing, I've seen Floyd a few times up in Grand Rapids, and he is a midget, and his bodyguards. He does have some goons for bodyguards, but
they're fucking big. Yeah.
His bodyguards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't even the same ones he has now. This is going back a long ways. But,
okay.
They were just, fucking goons, man. But no one even really no one ever really, was even around him and chasing him around, and there was no problems there. But you can see if you're a kid looking for a picture, it could get carried away. The thing is, it's all on video now. That's these guys just should chill,
that's the thing. Yeah, you can't do that shit. Everything's recorded, man.
I mean, he's filming while he's talking to him, so it's like the shit's already rolling. You know. I don't know.
It's like live stream at the same time. Okay, 718, you're on the air. 718.
It might as well be.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, you can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, what's good? Yeah. Y'all was talking about the weight classes. I was going to say 168 ain't bad. What makes it a shitty division is none of them guys is fighting each other. That's what makes it a shitty division.
Thank you.
Benavidez need to
That's a
fight
good point.
Plant.
You never said that.
Motherfucking Zerto.
I said that shit.
Zerto. So I heard somebody say 168 is a shitty division. That's what I heard.
Yeah, a lot of these
I
guys
was
are saying that.
168.
Johnny boy.
What?
Yeah, 168 ain't bad. They just what makes it a shitty division is they not fighting each other. That's at least that's how I determine which weight classes is better than which other weight classes. Because Zerto should have fought Smith before he left. He didn't fucking fight nobody the whole time he was there except for Jesse Hart. He should have fought fucking Smith at least.
Who is this? Ring IQ?
Yeah, it was good.
What's up? What's up? It's Johnny boy. How you doing, bro?
Oh shit, I'm chilling. I'm just listening in. There's some good topics y'all discussing. But yeah, I don't think 168 is bad. It's shitty because they don't fight. Like Plant need to fight Benavidez. If Plant ain't fighting Benavidez, then you not fucking fighting nobody, basically.
That's right.
Y'all on the same side of the street. So,
Yeah.
Plenty of talk about it.
No excuses.
So ain't no politics. Ain't no motherfucking politics. It ain't like, oh, you know what I'm saying, because he would top rank or because he would match him. Like, bro, y'all on the same fucking side of the street. How long y'all gonna drag this shit out? Make the fucking fight.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, what makes a division good is if you got top fighters within that division that's fighting each other. That's what makes it good. Yeah. I mean, you could have good names and everybody could be like, yo, I'm undefeated. What does that tell you automatically? They're not fighting each other, right? So because you can't be undefeated if you guys are actually getting in the ring. So, this just that because you're heavier makes you a better fighter. That I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it's similar to the 135-pound division.
Right now, the most underrated division in all of boxing right now is Superfly because it's all killers and they all want to fight each other. That's the most underrated division.
That's a stack. That and 118. That and 118 is both stacked, Tommy.
Super flyweights what, 26?
I agree.
No, super flyweight is 115.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And it's true what the caller said. They all fight each other.
I would say Superfly is a better weight class to me than 168 because all them boys is down to scrap and all them boys is boys that like to throw punches. They like scrapping. They like shootouts and shit. That's why I say it's between Superfly and 175 as far as underrated divisions in boxing. Like motherfuckers will talk about welterweights all day and they ain't fucking really fighting each other. Not really, man. Like they ain't fighting each other. Like we already know what's going on there.
Ring, and that's what I've been telling. This is Johnny again, bro. That's what I've been telling everybody, bro. I'm like at bantamweight and superfly and light heavyweight, they stacked, bro, and these motherfuckers is actually banging with each other, bro. That's what
I watch any of them if they fight. Fuck, I watch fucking 115 pounders.
I watch any weight class
6 pounds off of a jockey.
That has good fighters that are fighting each other. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I watch them go at it. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, we on the same page, Ring.
Like a welterweight could be really nice.
Not for nothing. Cruiserweight.
If they all fight each other.
Cruiserweight is a better weight class than welterweight. Cruiserweight is better because all them dudes up there is bangers, and they not scared of each other. Mavis Bradis ain't scared of nobody. Motherfucking Dorticos, he ain't scared of nobody. They got killers up there, man.
When you add politics in boxing, you're gonna always get this, man. When you got too many A sides in one division and everybody's battling for who's going to be the AA side, that always messes shit up, and that's why you get these long negotiations for like two top fighters to go up against each other, like Crawford and Spence. I mean, I don't expect that fight to happen until those two motherfuckers are ready to retire. That's it.
That's why I like that Super Series format, man. I like that fucking playoff format, that bracket, because then it's done with. You
you hit the nail on the head with that one. Recognize it's just like 168. They're in the process of building their names, like Benavides, Caleb Plant, and all them. They're not solidified as superstars. So for them making a fight amongst each other, it's not like monetarily it wouldn't be that great for either of them. But that's kind of sad. Similar to the 135-pound division.
But if you look
Ryan
at recent
Garcia,
history, if you look at recent history,
And
like,
I'm a rebuttal the point with this. Look at Bozdick and Beterbiev, right? That was a dope ass fight. Was it risky? Hell motherfucking yeah. But they did that shit because that's what you gotta do. You gotta pay your dues. You fight. Look, Plant about to fight Fagan Boots, right? I don't got nothing against Fagan Boots. He like a budget Baron chick. He look like Baron chick without legs because he hit hard and he like to come forward. He like to throw a lot of hooks. Cool. But why the fuck are you fighting him if Benavides is right there? What the fuck is the walks for? Y'all need to fight each other. Y'all been talking shit to each other for a year. Talking shit. It's time to fight. You got a belt. He got a belt. What's good? Nah, they going to drag it out. That's why 168 is a shitty weight class sometimes. Because it's like, yo, what are y'all waiting for, dog? You're not going to be a superstar fighting Fagan Boots. I could tell
They're
you
waiting.
that shit.
They're waiting to sell it to somebody. That's what
PBC.
Yeah, they're waiting to sell it to somebody, man. So I'm thinking like Gonzalo's right. Basically, is that that PBC situation for guys like that, like Benavides and Smith, is fucked up because it had to be on like an undercard of a fucking pay-per-view or something for them to get paid. Yeah, but like you said, Vosdick and
bro, they could have put that shit.
I'm agreeing with you, but like
the thing with Vosdick and Beterbiev, that they're two Eastern European guys clawing to make a name for themselves, and that's
but
not
they didn't
bad.
either. Neither one of them going to retire off that check. That's just Bob putting them in there. And Beterbiev, I don't think anything less of Vosdick after that fight. You know what I'm saying? So what? He lost to Beterbiev, and I don't think nothing of it, but.
See, like, okay, for example, 135, you have a bunch of American superstars that want to be the AA side. Like Recognize was saying, none of those guys are going to fight each other anytime soon, with the exception maybe of Teofimo Lomachenko, because the fight's been put out there. It's possibly a big money fight. But yeah, just imagine all those matchups. Would those guys fight each other anytime soon? Ryan, Tank,
and that's a risky fight for both guys. That's a risky fight for guys. For Lomachenko, even though I think he's the favorite, and for
Devin
Teofimo,
Haney and all them,
that's a risky fight because if you look at it from Lomachenko's point of view, let's say he loses to a kid who's practically a prospect. You know, okay, he beat a champion and all that, but you know, age-wise, he's still a prospect. If Teofimo loses, and if he loses bad, like really bad, you know, it could set him back. But these guys are willing to do it. It's like, hey, you know, this is what boxing is all about. I think the caller was right.
The fact that
Why?
motherfuckers is risky
sorry, go
or
ahead.
something. Like, you can't. My fault. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. You were saying.
My fault. Yeah, my fault. I was going to go ahead. Oh, no, I was going to say that's what helps sell a fight. The fact that you don't know what's going to happen. That it's a risk for Teofimo, but it's a fucking risk for Loma. So that's what makes you want to watch.
Right,
Motherfuckers got Davidson here fighting the ghost of Gamboa. Nobody want to see that shit, bro. Like, I think they got Benavides fighting Yildirim, I think. Nobody want to see that shit.
Nah.
Like, who the fuck want to see that shit?
Yo,
we got a live stream, a real live stream. That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, Virtuoso, now you're taking a piss.
Yo, you need to mute your mic when you take a
Yo,
piss.
is that Virtuoso again?
Yeah, again, man, taking a piss. He's like, fuck.
This guy is hilarious.
Yo, Ring.
I
don't
give a fuck. I gotta go. Yeah, that's a boxing style throwback for you. Remember, he used to bang the pots and pans and fucking bang on shit. And
Go ahead, call
That's
the
not
caller.
the
Go ahead,
stream.
man. Let the caller finish.
I will.
Go ahead, caller.
But yeah, that was my only point I wanted to make. That 168 has a lot of talent, but what make it a shitty ass division is don't know. Look, Zerto was there for 1,000 fucking years and didn't fight nobody. I'm not gonna say it was all his fault because it really wasn't all his fault. PBC had most of the belts and they wasn't gonna fight him. But now you at 175, you doing the same old shit. That's a whole
wait, hold on.
conversation. The issue 168. Go ahead.
Why didn't Bob Arum allow Ramirez to fight in the World Boxing Super Series?
That's a good question. I remember that Zerto had a hand injury, but I'm trying to remember the time frame because I remember he hurt his right hand around the time that either they announced it or that it was going down. I remember he had an injury, but still, it's like, yeah, that would have been good for him too. You would have had fucking George Groves in the shit. You would have had Callum Smith in that shit. That's better than fighting Jesse Hart 2 times. Nobody care about that shit. Like, nobody.
I like that. You know, the caller's right, man. You know what? I like the tournament format because when it's over, I'm just saying with these like lifetime records, the way the boxing's set up, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, if a guy's got they fucking sit on that thing like a fucking egg they're trying to hatch. And it's like just the NFL, like the Chiefs and it's over now. It's over. It's last season now. It's already the next season. We're already on the 2020.
Hey, listen, man, the cruiserweight tournament showed everyone when everybody's willing to fight, it could be done so easy. And that was a perfect tournament for me because these were all dudes that all said we're gonna fight each other. We all want to fight, and let's see who comes out on top. That's so to me that was the example that if these guys want to fight each other, it's not a problem. It's not going to be a problem. They can make these fights happen, and whoever comes out on top, just comes out on top. That's it. But the problem is that you got too many. There's too many politicians involved. Like, no, I want to save my guy, the biggest fight, and this and this and that. I want him to be a star this way.
I don't care about the politics of it. It's just
I don't care about
what they
either.
value. You know, like what they value is not what anybody gives a shit
about. The politics part of it either. It does exist. Like there is Al Heyman.
Yeah.
You know that Al
Yeah,
Heyman has different.
It is.
Go ahead.
It is a lot of politics. Oh, my fault. Yeah, but it is a lot of politics. He right about that, like, because that's what hold up them fights.
Yeah, it is. But what I'm saying though, by politics, if you look into it, really, it's like it's how they value these guys or how they present these guys with their records and with their fucking. They give a shit more about the record than they do the goddamn legacy. Really, I mean. I like the situation where it's a season, right? Like you just give it all you got, go through the brackets, all the cruiserweights get in there, they fucking fight each other, and then we go on to the next tournament or the next seat. You know, it's behind you now. These guys fucking sit on these records and shit like it means everything. No one cares.
Yeah, the thing with the cruiserweights is similar. The fact that they're foreigners, they want to take that fight so they can up their status. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing to like not fight each other, but yeah, it's the fucking politics.
The less the fight is protected, the better off he is.
It's only really one outfit that I see that takes that demeanor because all these other motherfuckers is fighting each other. Every one of them is fighting. Look, Teofimo ain't got to fucking fight no Lomachenko right now, but he about to. He could have been fucking fighting Journeyman and shit right now because that boy don't even got 20 fights.
That's exactly right.
But nah, he want to have a fight.
Teofimo
he want to have a fight like man.
Teofimo Lopez should be following today's blueprint, right? Like that's the quote unquote smart way, right? But what is he doing? He's saying, no, I feel like I could beat this Lomachenko dude that you guys think is the greatest fighter right now. I'm saying that I'm willing to gamble and beat this dude on that night and prove you guys wrong. That's a dangerous fight for him. That's also a dangerous fight for Lomachenko, and I'll tell you why. Because that's him basically losing, and he's more than a prospect, but he's still at prospect level. You know what I'm saying? He beat Comey. That's a step up. That he's serious, but
Lomachenko,
Teofimo is still a prospect level fighter, and that is a risky fight for Lomachenko because if he loses to him, that could set him back. This is what fans don't care about.
Not just the fucking
fans don't care about. The boxing fans do not care about saving a guy zero. We don't give a fuck about that. Okay,
just the size alone. Lomachenko's ending his career at 135, and Teofimo's beginning his career at 135. He's a young guy. He can rehydrate to a much bigger size at the day of the fight. So this is like a big guy.
And he's going to be very dangerous, Gonzalo, in the first 6 rounds of that fight.
But you got a promoter. You got a promoter in Aaron that's going to try to make that fight, not just a dude with a flip phone that's just rejecting all. You know what I'm saying? Like they try to look. They try to step up. What's his name? This big kid, the 68 pounder. What's his kid's name? Smith. The kid that Pascal iced out. Remember this guy?
Joe Smith
Not
Jr.?
iced out, but fucking stopped. But
Joe Smith
not iced
Jr.?
out, but fucking stopped. Remember this? They tried to feed him Pascal, and Pascal bombed him.
Marcus Brown.
Yeah, Marcus Brown. You know, it's like they don't know how to fucking promote and manage these guys. They just know how to hold them back and marinate. That's all they know how to do. You know, it's a problem.
Yeah, Pete. I actually wanted to say something about that. Like, you just brought up the NFL earlier, and you know how they said like every summer, right, from July to August, what is it that mostly comes up? Is players' contracts. The players they hold out. In boxing, that's like every month you hear somebody saying that, okay, how much am I really worth? You know, and so they back out of fights in order to save their record for marketing purposes.
Yeah,
they don't
Virtuoso. The problem is that in the NFL, if they hold out, there is no other league to go to. These guys can kind of hold out and still play at the same time. That's the problem with boxing. That there's more than one league.
Yeah.
You see, so it's like, yeah, you can hold out, and the fucking owners can lock you out. Okay, but the problem with boxing is that they can kind of hold out and fight at the same time. So you can hold out a season in the NFL, but then I don't want to hear your bullshit about how you're the best corner or you're the best quarterback, whatever, because you ain't fucking played. You do that enough times, everybody's gonna forget about your ass.
Yeah,
in boxing, you can kind of go forward and still hold out, that's the bullshit. The UFC's really got it fucking set up. They're the only game in town, pretty much, and these guys all fight each other, and no one cares about the losses. No one gives a shit. You get knocked out today and come back and fucking be on the next card and be the hero
in my
again.
opinion, UFC ruined MMA,
Yeah.
dude. I'd never want that to happen to boxing.
What?
I think UFC is the worst thing to ever happen to MMA.
Shit.
I don't know.
No, they literally ruined the sport, bro. Like they
You get all the best fights if we had one game in town, man. I mean, it's going to take. Listen, they think about it, man. I mean, these guys win or lose. What the fuck is Masvidal's record? I don't fucking know. What's Diaz's record? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we kind of like don't care about their records. We just
why
know that
should
they
we?
fight.
We don't care about the boxers' records. You know what I'm trying to say? In other words, for a real fan, for a purist, it's the best thing going. Shit.
I agree with you on the tournament scale, though. Yeah. You know, they need a tournament.
But against what I'm saying, though, conversely, UFC doesn't have any kind of tournament brackets or nothing like that. They just
and that's why it sucks, bro.
Because in combat fighting, everybody knows, everybody's educated enough
but
to
they
know
got the
that
best
if
fights,
you put all the best fighters to fight each other, and they fight their career that way, they fight the number 2 guy, 3 guy, 4 guy, 5 guy. Eventually, they're gonna lose a fight. Like we know that.
Yeah.
There's no way you're going out of there undefeated. You're gonna lose a fight.
No, in UFC, you got a whole lot going on with the kicks and the punches.
Okay, it does. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't like the wrestling. You know, I don't want to see 2 guys 69 in like that for 5 minutes. But here's the thing, like the fucking cards are stacked. The cards are stacked like a motherfucker. Like the cards are stacked like from head to fucking toe. You can't find a bad fight. Like they're all fighting.
Good question, Gonzalo. Good question, Gonzalo.
Yeah,
that's
about McGregor. That wasn't a 50-50 fight. That was basically a fucking tune-up.
Dana White wants to make money, bro. He's not putting the best fights for you guys. He's putting the best fights that casuals will pay for. It's not the best martial artist, dude. I'm telling you guys.
I can't argue that. I can't argue that
You
because
think you're getting better matchups in boxing than you are in UFC?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, dude. No, you're right.
It's that Dana White is in the business of making money, not making fights. Like I brought up this like a few shows ago that he's already talking about McGregor versus Khabib when we don't even know what the result is of Khabib and Ferguson. Now I believe that Khabib is going to win this fight, but like this is like style wise, like money making, that's you got to hands out. It's gonna sell because it's a rematch because the beef they have. But in style of styles, in terms of matchup, I don't think McGregor can overcome Khabib's wrestling.
Dude, look, I've been, and you guys would know better than me. Khabib is undefeated, right? He hasn't lost.
Yes. I don't even know, to be honest with you. I don't even know.
He hasn't lost in the UFC. That's all I know.
Okay, so he hasn't lost in the UFC format. I look at that dude, and I'm a casual when it comes, but I understand combat. I understand fighting. Okay.
Yeah.
I look at that dude and his strength, man. the way he can just break you down, take you to the floor, and then, just like fucking do that for like 5 minutes of every round,
Well-
right? I know it's 5 rounds and it's 5 minutes each. That's fucking amazing. So,
Well, if you ever rolled around with a wrestler, you fucking know how demoralizing it can be. They can fucking
yeah. Look,
if you've ever rolled around with a wrestler that's any good, and
Hey,
you're
I
just
got a
like,
brother who won. He was in the county we grew up in Florida. He won first place.
yeah, they can fucking morally.
My brother cannot
destroy you.
with his hands. My brother cannot fuck with me or my younger brother. Right, my other brother. I have a few. So, but if he gets us on the ground,
Oh, you're fucked up.
he's gonna break us down. They say,
Yeah, he'll let you up and fuck you
because
up
we're
again, and let you up and fuck you up. You'll be exhausted by the end of
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
because we're strong. He's not going to finish us in one shot. But if it's for however long he needs to wear us down, he'll wear us out, and then we got to tap out. It's just over.
Yeah, and then some. He make you put you into the ground. The thing is, though, that I know that it's not. You got a few guys, maybe just a tiny handful of guys that even have the fucking standing to hold out or negotiate with UFC, but not really. I mean, in history, you've had St. Pierre and
McGregor.
St. Pierre and McGregor, the only two.
like that, but otherwise,
they got carte blanche.
It's everything that. Yeah, it's everything that. It's everything that we wish would happen in boxing. You know what I'm saying? You'd get the fight. You get sick. You get Plant.
No, I like that.
You get Plant Benavidez tomorrow if Dana White was in charge of this shit.
Hey Pete, I gotta ask you a question, man.
What's up?
What do you think of Nick Diaz's career? And do you think Dana White gave us the best fights, considering Nick Diaz in his prime was probably the best on the world, and he waited way too long to throw Nick Diaz at his best fighter?
Oh, okay, yeah, I hear you. I don't care for Nick Diaz's style or his attitude. I mean, he's just not really I'm not really a fan. But aside from that, you still got to deal with these fighters and their they still have management. You still got to deal. Yeah, excuse me. You still got to deal with their. Let me just ignore this call. I'll talk to them later. We got
like your wife.
Don't ignore me. That was me calling.
So they still got to deal with holdouts and injuries and fucking diva shit and all that. But if you hold out, there's no other option. In other words, I think it's what we had in boxing in the 90s, man. And we just got a couple of guys at the very top, one guy at the very top, and no sanctioning bodies, no mandatories, no fucking no to this and no to that. Just one pay-per-view after the other, man. I'll watch this shit.
Yeah, the point I was trying to make earlier was in relation to UFC and boxing is that in the UFC, all right, these fighters who don't give a shit about being undefeated, they have redeemable value. That's the one advantage they have over boxers. Boxers today have to get that mentality out of their fucking head.
I don't think the boxers
because they're
the
fans. The management of boxing, whatever. But what I'm saying is this: they have to get that mentality out that if they don't have that they're somehow they're not redeemable, that they don't have redeemable value.
I agree.
That's something. Yeah,
I agree. It's just it's the fact. It's a big factor upon which they negotiate with, and I don't fucking believe in it. But like to me, Lomachenko taking a loss to Salido is the best thing that ever happened to him.
Yeah.
Because if he was undefeated now, you might have his management. I don't think he gives a fuck, but his management might be
protecting.
Let's just say not. These guys are involved. They're not involved in the day-to-day offers and rejections and talks and matchmaking. They're not involved in this minutia day-to-day.
Yeah, at some point you have to gamble, and I totally agree with you, Virtuoso. Because look, if you don't risk that all of a sudden one day you're gonna lose that to somebody that's not even that good. Look at Anthony Sims, for example. He lost to somebody. I'm not saying that guy wasn't good, but you're gonna lose to somebody that's not high profile because you're not fighting enough, and often you're gonna lose your momentum, and then you're gonna lose to somebody that's not even that good. And your career's going to go out the drain. It's better to gamble.
That's not the only thing, Gonzalo. They're going to lose fan support. They're not going to pay for your fights if you're going to keep taking bullshit fights to skirt that loss.
We all agree on this. We all agree. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like Lomachenko taking that loss to Salido, it wasn't expected, but I'm thankful that it happened. Going back to Jones getting disqualified against what's his name, Montero. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Good.
Yeah, Montel Griffin. Good. Now he goes forward and he goes for it now. That's why I get on Canelo's ass so hard. Pause. Because the motherfucker took his loss already. He's not undefeated. It was to the other biggest diva in boxing history. So hey, look,
you're the one that implemented that mindset. I believe.
Just saying, like now Canelo could go for it. He could have a hell of a career. He could really go for it. Fair ones, all the way up and down, but he's not.
And with the fan support, right today in this day and age with social media, people see right through your bullshit. They're gonna call you out. I don't think it was that big when Mayweather was around. If I'm not mistaken, like social media wasn't at that point that it is now, was it? Like people can see through your bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, but we still, listen, we still, we're all on here at 7:50 at night talking about this shit. You know what I mean? So like, it's not like we're like giving up on this shit because the best aren't fighting the best. We're just waiting for this. We're just waiting for it.
A show just on
it's 450. Just to correct you there, it's 450.
Oh my bad. We're here at 450.
In your time zone, it's 450. Over here,
I still see the sun right here. I'm looking at the sunlight. You guys are in the dark.
All right, guys.
Well, good for you, man.
Guys, we're gonna have to end the show. It's been like 3 hours, I think, almost. No, yeah, almost 3 hours. So, anyways, guys, thank you very much. We didn't break the record, but it was a very interesting show. I actually like this format. We should do
Not
this
that chaotic, right, Bucho? Really?
I really like the format, Bucho. I like it.
You got Virtuoso taking a piss live on the fucking air.
Yeah.
You got them.
By the way, I just want to apologize for the background noise, man. I'm just getting too comfortable at home.
You got a yellow card.
You just gotta hit mute. That's all you gotta do.
No, go.
Yeah, this is the first time. This is the first time trying.
Keep your mic open. It's fine. We hope you enjoy it.
But anyways. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us, everybody in the chat. Everybody who provided us with super chats. T-Love, Dirt and Boxing, Chris K, and Steven Schneider, thank you for your contribution. And L-Dog was the champion for January, so thank you, L-Dog. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will see you.
Hey, Bucho,
yes.
very quickly. Were you serious about tomorrow, Benavidez?
Yes, sir.
Gonzalo hooked that up?
Yeah. Did he just leave? Yeah, he left. Yeah.
Gonzalo hooked that up? Shout out to Gonzalo for that, man. That's
exactly.
good.
Is it in Espanol?
No. Fuck
yeah,
no.
well, we had it. Yeah. I'll be the translator. Yeah.
No, he speaks English.
Yeah,
all right, cool, man. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you for joining us.
Good talking, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Take care, Dead Game. Take care, Dirt and Boxing, Recognize, Scale, Pete. And everybody in the chat. You guys are the best. We got a good thing going over here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in everyone. Totally disappointed in everyone.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it, man.
I'm disappointed in everyone.
Let me tell you why.
It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot.
He just killed a fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. Yeah, because you got nothing. Lomito. Got nothing.
I want to get out. I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA Boxing.